What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Above Ground Music Radio Podcast. I'm here, the host, Richard Radillo. Join alongside me, the man across the table, Charlie Flores. Do you have a middle name?
No middle name.
What is it, people with no middle name? That's
weird,
so.
right?
It is kind of weird. I don't know.
I wanted one, but I mean, it's not my choice.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But no, it's finding out people that don't have middle names is kind of, not that it's awkward. I'm like, it's just fascinating. But anyways, tangenting off already. If you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, what the Above Ground Radio or Music Radio Podcast is, it's where I, the host, Richard Radillo, have a guest alongside of me who is a musician. My last podcast before this one, it was not a musician for the first time, which was really awesome. I didn't even notice, or I didn't even say that. But anyways, we talk about anything and everything and shoot the shit while we have 4 awesome songs play alongside our chit-chatting and whatnot. And then we have a lot of fun. And one of those awesome songs is by this man's awesome band, The Goons. And this is our song, which was about a year old-ish.
I would say about a year old.
And we were talking about how I should say it, but I'm just gonna say the song is called "Whoa." Okay. But it's not just that. Yeah, you can't get. It doesn't give it justice by saying it.
Doesn't.
And there's an exclamation point at the end of it too.
A lot of O's. It should add.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you should.
Yeah,
okay. Anyways, enjoy the song, and we'll see you guys. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. That was The Goons. Whoa. I've been specifically waiting or holding off for that song for you or one of whoever it was going to come from the band. So
it'd either be me or Juan, really.
Yeah. But regardless, I was like, I wanted to play it a little bit earlier, but then I was like, I knew I was going to have you on eventually. So
when I had the time.
So I'm like, because it's like on you've released other stuff, but before 10 though, right?
I don't think we released anything.
I thought you guys did.
No.
Like another single, like it was like a demo track
Maybe
or something?
on YouTube a long time ago. But
okay.
Nothing recent.
I thought, okay. So, but regardless, there's only one song for right now, which, I mean, you guys are working on stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, obviously.
Slowly.
Yes.
Juan's busy.
No,
He
yeah,
records
he's a
everybody
bit, yeah.
but the goons.
And then he has to hang out with all his friends and everything.
yeah, all those friends.
Let's get into promoting, dude.
Promoting.
Let's promote some fucking shit right now,
Well,
dude.
I
Yeah,
don't have any
I'm gonna-
shows.
I'll curse, but
But if you want the goons at your show, hit us up.
Hit 'em up.
OC on Instagram.
let's promote the Goons.
The goons in which way?
And my band is the Goons.
Oh, yo.
Follow us at Instagram.
That's what just follow us on Instagram at the Goons OC. Lagoons with the Z.
Z, yes.
Underscore OC. We don't have any shows coming up, so if you want us there, hit us up.
Yeah, for sure. And go check out their one song at the moment.
Oh, 2 songs. There's 2 songs.
I think you said there were one, dude. What the?
No, you said it was before 10.
Yeah. Did you have one? You had one song on it for before 10 then?
Not
No.
not on Apple Music or Spotify. The
Okay.
other things are on social, not social media, but the big platforms are from the Goons,
Okay.
which is Whoa and Mistakes.
When did Mistakes come
That
out
was,
then?
that was a secret track. Not really secret. We didn't really promote it as much. We just released it out there.
Okay, thanks for not letting me know that. I'm gonna play it
I
on
thought
the
you
next
knew that.
podcast. No, I did not know that. I thought you only I was like searching for stuff like for the first iteration of the podcast, and I knew you guys announced it that time, but I didn't know you guys had another track.
Yeah, it's called Mistakes. It's a little different from not Goons, but Whoa. Whoa is more of a blues rock feel. It's got the basic blues chord
Mhm.
progression, but Mistakes is a lot more experimental in a way, more a poppy feel to it.
Okay. Well,
But
I'm gonna
that's
promote
for
it.
you.
For the next one, I did not know this.
I thought you
Wow.
knew that.
No, because I mean, if you keep shit low key, bro, how am I supposed to know?
That was a little. It wasn't really. It was just one idea to just release it out there. See
Okay.
how it does. I think it did okay.
Okay, that's good.
I like it. I like everything we put out. So
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you've hosted shows, but you're not hosting any shows.
No, I
anytime
haven't.
soon.
really, whenever we host shows, we usually play.
Yeah.
But anything coming up or planned at least.
Any side projects that we don't know about?
I'm on another band.
Oh, wait.
It's my cousin. My cousin's band. They needed a second guitar, so they asked me.
Okay.
And they're all my cousins. It's called Hermano.
Hermano.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instagram Hermano. Thing.
Okay.
In Spanish. They're more garage rock feel.
Okay.
So it's a lot of fast-paced rock. Sometimes real simple rock. But that's what I do on the side every once in a while.
So do they play shows at all or no?
They
Or as
do.
much?
Right now we're recording with them with
Okay.
Juan.
All right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
something out from them recently or soon.
Soon-ish,
Yeah.
and then we'll have it on the podcast or something
Yeah,
like
that'd
that.
be cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It's different from the local scene, but
No, hey, that doesn't matter, man.
Yeah.
It's music, bro.
music is
We're trying to help out.
music.
I have. Oh, it's my turn for promoting, I guess. Oh no, any shout outs though?
Shout out to Juan from the Goons.
Juan?
What's his Instagram handle? I don't know, but
It's like Juan.
Narado.
Yeah. It starts with an. I was like, there's
Juan
like an.
Narado. If you can spell that. I don't know how it's spelled. But he's my buddy, man. He records 308. He records Scatterbrain. Who else did you record? I'm not sure, but
The Goons.
mostly 308 with their EP. You know,
Yeah.
I was there with him a lot during it, and really time constricted with that. But
Mm.
yeah, a lot of fun, and he's my homie. So
So yeah, for me, I have a show December 21st at Beatnik Bandito. I might have another show December.
messed up, no Goons.
I've already booked almost all the
No, I'm
bands.
just
I just
kidding.
had you on my
I'm
last
just kidding.
show. I might have something going on December 6th. I don't know if it's still in the works. It's like a he said, she said kind of thing at the moment.
Maybe.
So it's a maybe at the moment. I just have to get back to the other promoter, but maybe. But December 21st, I will announce the bands within probably I don't know when I'm gonna release this one, but within a decent amount of time from when this comes out, or probably around when this comes out, and all those bands will be confirmed. But yeah, December 21st at Beatnik Bandito. Mark that shit on your calendars and
Do it. Go.
do it. Other than that, thank you, because I mean, last night we had a show. Your band played Meva Boys, Beachstones, and Melt Mars. Jeez, I have like the
They're
worst
new.
memory.
They're a new band to the scene.
Yes, the newest of news
Yep.
bands, which is Juan's second.
Second, yeah, I'll say it's
Just
side project.
side-
Not side
side-
project. I think he's pretty eager with the band, so
Yeah.
it's his other band.
Yeah, and he's very passionate. So I would go check those guys out. They're all there to book, I'm pretty sure. Also, it's cool to actually meet the Beachstones or Stones. I don't know why I keep.
I thought it was Beachstones.
Yeah,
I said that yesterday and I felt bad.
I said that first and they corrected me and I was like, okay, good, you corrected me. But anyways, it's because the tritones are throwing me off. I think because have you heard of the tritones at all? Oh yeah, so like that kind of throws me off. So I'm like, oh, he's Beachstones because it sounds not that it sounds cooler. It's just
beach.
Yeah.
Beachstone. It spells Beachstones, but if you look at it real quick, it looks like beach tones.
Tones, yeah. But it was nice to meet those guys last night. It was Donovan, Juan, and I think it was Jose that I talked to for a while there. Cool guys, very nice. And then there's other guys in the band, but regardless, thank you guys for being very nice to me and working with me real easy. Amoeba Boy is really nice too. Yeah. Found out that one of the guitarists and I think the drummer is in Powwow now as well, which is really cool, which is kind of a small world because Powwow now is homies with Federico from Sunset Couriers, which is like, oh, dude, what the hell, dude? We didn't know this.
Small world, man.
Yeah. And then Will, because Will was talking to him, and then I was like kind of in the conversation as well from Captain's Son. You always got to plug the Captain's Son. And they supported. They came out. Shout out to them, to Will and Jared. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But speaking of the Beachstones, they are the next band on the podcast. They were supposed to, or we're gonna feature some more of their stuff eventually. They said they're gonna email me some stuff I think they're working on, and then maybe premiere it. I'm not too sure, or I'm pretty sure that's what they said. But regardless, they have one, or actually have a couple tracks on SoundCloud. And this is one of them. This is the Beachstones, Undying. Enjoy.
A special place for you and me, and dying down to get us free. Loneliness blocking the day, lighting the way. Your gentle touch, your smiling face, there's no corner in your dark place.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We went over what that song, or I mean, I think it's an earlier version of the Beachstones, but that's all they have at the moment. But I wanted to play a song regardless, and I really enjoyed actually the Undying song, and I think it's like a more of like a mellow version of what they usually do now. I'm guessing
from yesterday, it was more fast paced.
Yeah.
But that was nice to hear.
Very maybe if they do a newer version of that, that'd be kind of interesting. I guess
with because now they have trumpets and saxophone.
That'd be real sexy and hot on the beach, if you know what I mean. All right. Yeah. So go check them out. They're awesome. And if you go to a show, go talk to them because that's all they really wanted to do. Because they came up and talked to me.
Really friendly guys.
Yeah. And then when they told me, dude, we listened to your podcast, I was like, oh. Thanks.
Tear.
Oh my god, thank you. But no, seriously, thank you. That was really awesome of them to just say. But they're from a music scene, and that's what we're gonna talk about. So the local music scene. I don't know how you want to, because there's different ways we can
We'll
open this up. I don't know how
start
do you
with
want
the big guys.
how do you want to unpack it?
Oh man, let's start with the big guys. The big guys.
Okay, who's the big guys then? I don't, because
Well, it depends.
I think everyone's pretty big. I mean, I'm not
That's-
saying like I'm like
I
being
wish I
like
was
biased, but I think there's a lot of talented bands. I think for me in my eyes and the group of bands that I usually hang out with or go see, obviously 3LH is like a big one out there. I think a lot of people know about
Yeah,
them.
real big. Joy Noise is getting.
Joy Noise is like getting traction. I think they're like when Rafa talked about them taking their music a little bit more seriously and stop trying to, I guess, not take it seriously. I guess I don't know how you can really.
Or just have, because you can have fun with everything.
Yeah.
But still be serious about it.
Yeah.
So
But I think they're really getting into like the promoting and the. I think it's really, kind of bled through into the music as well and taking it seriously through that as well. So, I really like how. Koch is kind of like, not random chords, but like the way he just strings stuff together.
It's different.
Yeah, it's
It's,
very different.
Not so structured, you would say, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like it because, like I told you yesterday, it reminds me of the Clash. It's a weird sound, but I dig it, man.
Yeah.
I like them a lot.
Another big one that's like that's probably my favorite band. I always say it's my favorite band because they are the
Goons.
I wouldn't say the Nars, but
No, yeah, they're
I mean, I would. You guys would be up there, okay? Don't get me wrong, but you guys got to play more shows. Got to release more music, right?
We do.
And like when you record, you're like, "Hey, Richard, you want to come over when we record?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I'm down."
and not really secret songs.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the Nars are pretty
I've
up
never
there.
met them, but
Yeah, they're like the nicest guys ever.
that's what I heard.
And what they do is literally at another level of professionalism, I guess, like going up after shows and talking to people and kind of networking in a way.
Yeah, you gotta do that, man.
But also, I mean, it's all genuine though. It's not like a forced thing or like, hey, what's up? Like the first time I met him, I had that conversation and I was like, oh my god, I just talked he just came up and talked to me like that. That was cool.
Well, I mean, we've talked to them through messages, but not in person.
Okay.
But they're cool guys, man.
Yeah. The first time I messaged John about, well, I mean, I kind of met him before, but not officially in person. But I met him like kind of officially and through the messages and through the DMs.
Yeah. Ooh,
And I thought he didn't like me at all for some reason because you can misread a message
yeah,
and the tone of it.
Can't really put
And I was like,
show tone through.
but like he agreed to play a show I had. And I finally met him, and I was like, "Dude, I'm sorry if I made you like mad." He's like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "He's like, oh no, dude, you're fine, you're fine." I was like, "Oh, thank God." I was like, I didn't want to like kind of upset. It just seemed like he was upset about something, so I was like, "Okay, thank God." Another big band that I can think of off the top of my head, that's actually kind of a little underrated. I feel because of how good. You've heard of the Grinning Ghosts?
Recently. Well, just. I know Rafa's played with them recently.
Yeah, that's what they're playing tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're definitely a band that has a lot of
potential.
Potential, but I mean, they've been around for a long time too, which is like kind of interesting because I didn't know about them until I met. Was it Daryl? Yeah, no, I met Joseph from the Azmatics introduced me to the band or the music, but I didn't know. I've met the lead singer like one show when it was at an Azmatics show, and talking to him, and like not knowing who he was or anything like that, and then finally seeing like an Instagram post of him and like in a band. I was like, oh dude, he's in a band. What? This whole time I didn't know this. But yeah, Daryl, who's like really nice. The songwriting, I was talking to Dave last night, and like he's actually filled in for them because of the drummer and the other guitarists are not the original. To the band. No, I think they are the permanent members now. They were going through like a lineup change. That's why they haven't been playing, I guess, until recently. They've only been releasing music recently too as well. But I would definitely it's called episode 1, 2, and 3 that they release.
Okay.
They're all 3 EPs and they're all wonderful EPs. But yeah, that's a band that I think it's gonna
break through.
I would hope because like their songwriting is really
within the
awesome.
local scene, right?
Yeah, they're very catchy, but also it's very weird and not normal. Daryl's voice is like the vocal delivery is very similar to like the dude from the Violent Femmes,
Okay.
and I really enjoyed that and how simple it kind of is too. Like, cause I can appreciate a band that does simple stuff, but like it's not in a way. You know what I
I
mean?
get you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds simple, but
Yeah. There's a lot more to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But yeah, and then Tom's really nice too. Like, and when I first met them, he was like, I talked about like, oh dude, like you guys are so awesome, da 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 da, and like I was like hyping him up, obviously. He's like, oh thanks, man. And then he comes in and gives me a big old bear hug, dude. I was like, oh dude, oh my god, that's so
good, man.
cool. Another cool.
That's how you know when somebody's friendly.
Yeah.
Just
And
give
then
you
yeah,
hugs.
Daryl's like, I guess I'll give you a hug too. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, but that was really nice of them. And then another band that's actually it's similar to not that I compared them to Joy Noise and the musical style, but the way they're growing and the way they're taking their like promotion and music seriously is Scatterbrain.
Yeah.
Like literally the like nicest guys ever too. Like usually the bands,
Perry,
yeah,
sweetheart.
all the people I'm mentioning right now are super nice and super friendly. Yeah, Perry, Nathan, Neil, and Ethan, like super nice guys, and they have like a cool group of friends. Like you guys have a cool group of friends that go to shows and stuff.
It's Juan. Well, not me, Juan.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess, yeah, but yeah, you know what I mean, though. But
Yeah.
I mean, you have interactions with those people
I
too.
talk
so.
to everybody. Not like
Yeah.
I'm just in the corner hiding.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, those guys really nice, and I'm hoping they, are able to headline shows and
Yeah.
have great success.
Didn't they play recently? No, in San Diego. Or they're going to, right?
They're going to right now. They told me when I talked to them last time, they did like a random show down in San Diego. They got invited to like last minute because one of the bands dropped, and they said it was a blast. Like
yeah,
that was the best.
It looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was like the best experience for something that they didn't. Not that they didn't expect the show to be good, but they didn't.
To be last minute.
Yeah. But yeah, they're going down to Chula Vista eventually, I think next week or something like that. But yeah, those guys really nice, really awesome. Another cool band. I don't think as big as I just don't know why they're not playing shows or anything like that. But Sex Cells, awesome guys.
Yeah, they were that summer you did a bunch of shows.
Yeah.
They were playing a lot.
Yeah, I was on them on shows, but then also it was just like I don't know, maybe because they're busy because they have like they work a lot.
No.
They're like one of those bands that just like
work,
they
work,
work.
and play,
Yeah,
but they're just working.
Yeah, they end up just working a lot, but I think it's just
timing maybe.
yeah, timing. And also
yeah, it happens.
they've definitely were booked on shows earlier in the year, and I know Angel had like a vocal problem,
Okay.
so like stuff like that happened. So it's unfortunate, but I'm hoping they get back into
They have a split
playing.
EP with Join Us, or was it Join Us at the time?
No, it
At
was
the
Bloom.
time,
It was at the time it was Bloom. That's gonna be one of the songs on the
R.I.P.
podcast. But regardless,
I like that name.
you did.
Bloom.
Well,
I
mean, if you're gonna get sued over it, I mean, do you like it?
Yeah. Maybe not, but I like Bloom.
I did like Before 10 before the Goons, but I mean,
That's throwback, man.
well, I mean, Before 10 was pretty legit. I mean, your girl said it was pretty legit
I liked
too.
it, but we had a lineup change, and it makes sense to
Okay,
do something new.
Before 10 was still pretty lit. Maybe you should name a song Before 10.
That would be cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. A nice little shout to that. I don't know what other bands that come off the top of your head that
Well,
are.
the thing I wanted to talk about was more like how all the bands in the scene, they're all different.
Oh, okay.
not-
I mean, why don't you just say that, dude?
Well,
I mean, even the bands that I've already mentioned,
yeah,
they're
they're
all different. Like the
The-
NARS, or I don't even know what the hell they are, honestly.
Yeah.
Like 3LH, you don't know. I don't know what genre.
Well,
they're.
3LH. Yeah. Well, yeah, no, it's true
Because they're the mix of stuff, but it's
a
not.
mix.
There's some songs I might hone in on something on an influence, but
Mhm.
it's not too blunt or too upfront about it. It's not
Because
transparent.
It has
You can't-
that surf feel, but it's not just surf.
yeah, because like it's like
Well, not
there's-
really feel tone. I would say tone. Then.
Yeah. I think that comes out of like Rafa's guitar, but
Yeah.
just because it's a telly. But regardless, like his it's like surf. Like 3LH is like that. It has that surf kind of influence, but they also have that like Green Day pop punk, skate punk kind of thing into it as well.
Yeah.
And also his vocals are very pop punky.
Yeah, really.
And then you have Kevin's kind of like
It's the Pocket Man. That's what I call it.
I don't. He's like he adds like another element to that
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
band. It's kind of like when Travis joined like Blink-182. It's like, whoa, what the
next level?
yeah. But yeah, and then now you add the keyboards with Franco, and now you add more possibilities. They're kind of having that little in between where like even like the Hurricanes, because they have that epic I don't know, organ or what do you?
Oh, the organ. It's
Is it an organ or no?
I think it's an organ. Yeah. It's a.
Yeah, because like what he does, but
Or
then
it's electric piano.
yeah, or
But
something.
it's like it's older one.
Yeah, it's
Vintage.
really nice.
Yeah.
And he tears that
You've seen
thing
him,
up.
right?
Yeah, yeah, he destroys that thing, and
Yeah,
I
but
worry, but
I like how it's a show. Like he throws on a show.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that he's just sitting there. That's the cool thing.
yeah, and then they kind of go there, but they also can kind of do some weird stuff that's not
Yeah.
with
if
the
they
like
experiment
the
with
surf rock stuff either, or with the like the organ kind of sounding like Elevator People. It doesn't sound like anything
from the previous stuff.
Yeah.
Or even, but that song sounds different from everybody else. That's my point, really. Even to every band is different.
Yeah.
I haven't been to a show where that band sounds like this band.
I've gone to like a show like that.
Oh, well, you host a lot of shows too.
Yeah, I just go to shows in general, but there's similarities. There's definitely similarities because I think there's a lot of
Well, yeah, of course. You're gonna
influences
have
that
cross
yeah.
pathway. I don't know what we're looking for, but
Because you could even like 3LH and like Joy Noise, they don't sound completely the same at all, or what? But there's similarities because of Rafa and Koch's influences through Green Day.
Yeah.
So like there's certain things that like don't sound exactly the same, but they take pieces from that kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah.
With you guys are like
Well, think about us. Like for me personally, I listened to a lot of Blink,
yeah,
Green Day back in the past. But Juan, he listens to a lot. He listens to everything really. He'll come with a rap song or some country song. He listens to a lot of different stuff. And then with our guitarist Francisco, he's a big metalhead. He likes a lot of Avenged Sevenfold, a lot of big metal names. I don't know him, but he likes them, and he brings in that. And he's really good with guitar, so he'll add a lot of metal sounding solos to songs or stuff like that. But even our little group, it's a different influences from everybody.
Yeah, because and I think that's what it is too. It's really, you don't have bands where everyone likes the same stuff anymore.
Yeah,
it's or maybe that's just like a bands that are only like make it through that get signed to talk about that kind of stuff. But like nowadays, it doesn't seem like any, like when you talk to one member in the band and then the next member, they don't have the same, like there's one or two bands, but there's totally different backgrounds and whatnot, and it's kind of cool. But maybe those one or two influences brought them together.
Yeah, I'm sure there's always one that they all, I like that band too, you know.
Yeah. So it's kind of weird, I don't know, for me to like notice like that stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I never noticed that until you brought it up.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like makes it more like, and like especially with your band, like how you explain that.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys like, you probably have like a band or a handful of bands that you guys all like that are.
Yeah, well, ever since I met Juan, he introduced me to a lot of different bands, and from there we like a lot of the same bands now. I don't listen to Blink or Green Day a lot anymore.
I don't either, unfortunately.
Yeah.
If I listen to Blink at all, it'll be Dude Ranch.
I will listen to Dude Ranch on the way over here.
Yeah, I don't listen to Enema of the State at all, really, or Take Your Pants Off and Jacket. Then self-titles, like there's some stuff on there.
Yeah.
But Dude Ranch is like my go-to for football games. That was like my pre-game.
You play football?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be one of the bands I would listen to, because there would be different stages. There'd be one where you chill out, and then after that, on the ride there to the stadium, like I would put like a mix of Dude Ranch on with other stuff, because they're just like, actually maybe it was like when I left. No, it was when I left the game, because I wanted to relax, but also I wanted to have fun.
Yeah.
And that was like
that's a good album, man.
Yeah. It's
back in the 90s. I think it was 94 released.
98.
Oh, 4 years off. I was 4 years old.
Yeah, I was 5.
Nice.
So, yeah, but that's like probably my favorite Blink album.
Dude Ranch.
Yeah, it just.
You didn't like Neighborhoods?
It's not that I didn't like Neighborhoods. It just.
That's the one that.
It felt like the most punkiest I think they've ever done, I guess.
Dude Ranch, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude Ranch, yeah. That was right before they got really big.
Yeah, because after that, Enema of the State was like different, I guess. Not that they went in a different direction. I think the new drummer and
Travis really.
Right, like Travis was writing songs for them or starting to write.
I'm sure
so
he influenced a lot of the way they changed throughout the.
Did you ever watch? There's a documentary on Tom on
Pursuit of Tone.
Yeah, do you watch that? Yeah, it explains that stuff. It's
I
like,
watched it like 8 times, but
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Well, I'm more or less interested in his influences instead of his music, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I've always heard of the bands that he's always liked, but not through him. But then he was like, "Oh, I listened to
Well, he talks about a lot of like Fugazi.
yeah, Fugazi, Descendants,
all
all."
the older
And then
punk stuff.
when I started to listen, and then I was like, oh, "I should just
You can
fucking
hear
listen to
it.
this." And then I listened to it. I'm like, you can hear it."
Yeah.
But then that's when I start to piss off the Azmatics.
Why?
Because I'm like, they like the Descendants. I know that
Okay,
for sure.
yeah.
And they like some of those other bands. And I'm like, you guys are like Blink-182, but you guys went in a different direction.
More punk, I guess.
Yeah, because they like the Misfits. They like the Ramones too. But like, it's cool to see bands that have similar influences, but they go in completely different directions with it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I liked about.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, that's what I tell them. Like, I'm not saying you can hear hints of it, but it's not saying like you guys are the same. It just
But even a lot of big bands are like that.
yeah,
It's weird.
it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm enjoying this already, dude. This
I
is
know,
pretty.
man.
It's like
It's
natural.
fun.
Yeah.
It's like we're in love. What?
But yeah, I don't know, dude. Like for me, Blink is awesome. I like Angels and Airwaves better.
They're they get you in the feels.
Well, it's not just that. It's relax. It's more relaxing,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's also, I don't know what it is. Like the space shit fucks you with you.
Yeah, the synth parts and all
Yeah.
that, it gets to you, and a lot of the like love part 2, that was, I think, more experimental.
Oh.
But
Dreamwalker was like my favorite since their first album.
that was real 80 influenced.
Yeah, like oh
Yeah, I like that one too.
yeah.
It was just him and the new drummer.
Elon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they recorded, but I think they were supposed to come back.
Yeah, there was a picture where
Yeah, no, because
David came back. But
David came back technically because they did that music video.
yeah,
and then
the
they
new
did
bassist.
the new bassist from Thrice.
But then
I was like, what the fuck happened, guys?
Yeah.
Why are we not playing shows now?
no, it's him. Really, he's busy with the whole.
Well, that was before this though. That was the problem.
It's weird.
But like before, but also he was still working on it. I don't know. We're going into like
But that was
Tom
we went
talk
from
right
local
now.
to
Yeah, but like that record is like pretty. I think it's like the best like record that goes back to front that they've done. Honestly,
Ranch?
no, Dreamwalker.
Dreamwalk. Yeah, I like every song from that album. It's weird because like Elon, he's real technical,
Mm-hmm.
and it was nice to hear like the harder stuff in Angels compared to the older stuff, because Tom's a real simple guy.
Yeah.
At least I think so when he writes songs. But Elon added that extra push, to.
I mean, all he really did for the first Angels record was like, I got a delay pedal. That was really. I'm sorry.
That's pretty much.
But that was a start. It was something different, and then with the synths and stuff. So, I mean, I don't know. If you're not a Blink or Angels and Airwaves fan, that's too bad. We're talking about that shit. That shit's
It was
good.
bound to happen with us too.
Fuck. Oh my
I know.
god.
I was gonna.
Fuck you guys. Talking shit on that. I'm getting a Blink tattoo. It's Tom's tattoo he got with the little bunny.
The bunny. I wanted that with the stripes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that, and then on the back of it, I'm gonna get the like AVA or something like that.
I wanted to get the moon man on my shoulder.
Ooh.
And the guy sitting on the moon.
I don't know if I want to do. I think I just like the AV. I'm I'm OG. I'm just like straight the AVA one.
That was nice too.
I used to wear a wristband. I was like, I was trying to be like, oh dude, I'm cool emo kid.
The reason I think I like Angels a lot is because growing up, I wanted to be an astronaut. Growing up, I learned a lot about space and just the music that he writes. It's not really about space, but it's that feel that makes you feel like you're bigger than something.
And then
else.
they had like the little radio, like and like all that stuff. And I'm like, oh my god, dude, what am I?
Yeah, that's cool. This is the first album, right?
Yeah, if you guys ever go camping in Yosemite, put that record on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be like, oh fuck,
Trip out.
Richard, damn it. Just any Angels and Airwaves actually on. Actually, those records like out there, like
Just listen to it.
in nature, it's like wow.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the times they wrote like that. They would go out into nature and just take in the nature aspect of Earth and not write about it, but use it as an influence to write their songs.
I have a real quick question, and it's not on a topic. How do you write your songs?
Me?
Yeah. Like, is there a spot?
Personally, I like to jam out.
Okay.
So we'll be jamming out, and then I'll play something that we all vibe, and then we'll work on that.
What about lyrically?
Lyrically, a lot of times I write my work.
Okay.
I listen to the song back to back, and just try to write different melodies, and then I'll find one that I like.
Because I have a spot in one that I'm not that I'm in a band or like that, but I just like writing, and my spot is like in the shower for some reason. Like this morning I had something and I wrote it down, but I'm like, why is it always in the shower? I don't know. Maybe the way the shower makes the noise, I guess. And I was like, I don't know. Anytime, that's why I always have my phone like right on like the sink.
Because I
write it down. But then like the actual like instrumental parts that I have in my head, I'm like, oh my god, that would sound so cool. I don't know how to make that sound. I'm still learning to play guitar, but
there was one song that I wrote in my head at work. It's Lose Control. The melody, the I wrote that at work.
Okay.
I went in the restroom and I was like on my phone, so I don't forget it.
Yeah, I have to probably do that, but I'm starting to write stuff in tab.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, that works.
But I'm not writing. I'm writing like straight like into tab, like not any idea that I'm creating off my head. I'm just writing tab, and then I'm like, all right, let me play this real quick and then see if it works. I'm like, okay, that didn't sound good at all.
I mean, do you have songs that are completed?
No.
Just ideas.
Just ideas.
I mean, if you ever want them recorded.
Oh, I know.
Your boy Juan, man.
I know. I got a lot. I got a lot of hookups. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Yeah, doing this and all the shows.
But yeah, I know because I'm learning like full songs on tab.
Okay, yeah.
But then I look at it, I'm like, all you have to do is write like a bunch of like numbers on the frets or on the the string, and then maybe throw a chord in there, and that's it. And I was like, fuck, that's it. Yeah. God, and then that's all I've been not doing, but doing here and there. Just like, oh wait, let me write this down. I'm into like math rock right now. I don't know. I'm weird.
Rock. I've heard about that.
It's
they have different time signatures, right?
It's dumb. Honestly, it's really dumb. It's like cool kids trying to like not cool kids. It's kids trying to be like really cool. I think that's what it really is.
Too cool.
Yeah, like there's a lot for like
compensating for something else.
Yeah, they're like no. They're like Foles is like a really skillful band. Just like the more in-depth bands are like the lower end bands that are doing it, but they don't really do it anymore. Like they came from it, but you can hear the influences.
Yeah, well, the one I've heard of, Mathcore. Heard of that?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Well, not the band name, but
I think there's a band called Mathcore. I think I'm pretty sure I've heard of Mathcore.
Yeah, his buddy at work, he listens to all death metal. He introduces me to all this stuff.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, there's I'm pretty sure they're math rock, or a math rock influence. They played at Program. They're from San Francisco. I'm gonna talk to them and see if I can get to play one of their songs on the podcast. They're called the Bronchus or Branchus. Like,
never heard of them.
Weird as fucking balls, bro. They play a certain there are certain parts they purposely play like not out of tune but randomly, but it's all like is strategic, obviously.
Yeah.
And I like love this like stuff.
Like that weird out of left field type of stuff.
And like you can hear that in Foles. They play a song called Providence. And they call it the anti-solo. And they literally, the lead guitarist, or no, he's not the lead, I think he's rhythm, Jimmy, he'll play like a bloop, 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 and he's like playing random basically. And like I love it. I'm like, I don't like solos, but that's what it is.
Well, solos are cool.
They're cool, but like I don't know.
That what you're talking about is that part is different from the whole song? Yeah,
that part is like they only do it live. They only do it live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The recording's different. Obviously. But yeah, I've seen them do that a couple times. It's awesome.
That's cool.
Man, we talked a lot so far in this first topic.
Yeah, one topic.
Oh my god. Let's get into another song real quick. All right.
All right.
This is a band that you played with several times, I believe. This is the Azmatics. Pity. Enjoy.
That all
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, there's a glass.
It's water.
He was thirsty. I forgot to ask
I'm
you
always
for
thirsty.
water, but yeah.
For you.
That was the Azmatics. Pity, an awesome band. You guys played at their EP release, or not their album release. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, it's an album.
It was an album, yes, which is it's a very big accomplishment, I believe,
Yeah.
to put an album out.
I mean, it's easier to do an EP.
Yeah,
For them to do the albums, it's hard, man. It takes a lot of time.
yeah,
But I'm sure it was fun.
yeah, I was there for a couple of their sessions
Okay.
that they recorded.
They recorded
and
with Jeff, right?
stuff. With Hefe, yes,
Hefe.
yeah, that's his nickname, Hefe.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check them out. They're awesome. I love Joseph. I did a podcast, the second one, which is the 7th. So you guys are behind, obviously. Go check those out and check that one out specifically because he goes into what we were talking about in between with the Frights and Deflins.
Okay.
And if you guys want to get a little bit of an insight on that, they're kind of starting up and how they got big, but it's interesting stories. That's what I can say about it. But yeah, go check that one out. Let's get into some serious topics. But before we get into the serious topic, we got the reoccurring question.
Reoccurring.
Yeah,
I listened to a couple of them.
I know. There's a reoccurring question.
All right.
All right. The one that's always in the podcast.
Do it.
And
Hit it.
in a scenario, sir, we're not fantasizing about killing kids, by the way. But in a scenario, sir,
Man,
where you're in a field and you're being swarmed by 7 to 8 year olds, you're going to die regardless, by the way.
okay.
How many of them are you going to take out before they take you out?
No, probably none.
Probably none?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I know you're a dad, but jeez.
'Cause you can't. I don't know, man. It's home.
Ones if it's like they look like zombies and like
If they're like undead,
they're undead.
they're zombies, right? If
Okay.
they're zombies, then yeah, I'll take them out.
Wait, what about if they're not? They don't look undead, but they have like red eyes.
Well, you can tell like they're being.
Yeah.
They don't look like normal kids. What you're trying to
Mhm.
say? Okay.
I gotta like bend this a little.
Yeah. How many would I kill? Well, it depends how long I last.
Give me a number, like 5.
Can I kick them?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
man.
It's bare hands,
Run
bare.
away.
There's
Kick
no
'em.
no rules, no holds barred.
They're like super fast. That was run away.
No, they're just normal 7 to 8 year olds.
I can run away from 7-year-olds.
Yeah, but
I don't know how long. But
yeah, they're gonna swarm you, bro. They're not gonna stop.
Oh man, that's probably my best. I think 15.
15. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Straight
right.
kick to the head every
That's
time.
that's a high. That's a good no. That's a decent number. All right, I could take that. The last one, Dylan introduced a new element that I did not think of. He was like, Why can't they be 78-year-olds?" I was like, "Oh shit."
78-year-olds.
Yeah,
It's a lot slower.
I know they're all
I
slower.
cannot run a lot of 78-year-olds.
Yeah, but you're not. You're like in the middle of a field, so you're already surrounded.
So they're just kind of like
yeah.
zombies.
They're
Black
you're
Ops
encircled by
type of
them.
thing.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think 15
Okay. All right.
before I
Okay.
die and feel too guilty about it.
You're not gonna feel guilty because you're gonna be screaming while they tear you
That's
apart.
true. You're right. All right, then in that case, 16.
Anyways, so we're gonna do a really nice transition from killing kids to parenting kids.
Oh man, that works out.
Yes.
It does work out.
So yeah, one of you wrote in, what was it? Parenting, because you're a father.
Yeah, young, I would say.
Young.
Not so young anymore, but I was 21 when I had my kid.
Mm-hmm.
Made me grow up.
I bet it
Big
did.
time.
Yes.
Big time. I love the little guy,
What's his name?
Aiden.
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 Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, he has a middle name.
Okay. Nice.
Aiden Lucas Flores. Alf is
Alf.
his initials.
Oh, that's
Pretty
kinda,
cool, right?
I did not think of that.
I like
Yeah.
that.
That's
yeah.
like,
I didn't think about it till after the fact.
Damn. Okay.
But Alf. I don't call him that, but it's a cool nickname.
Okay.
But yeah, it's fun. It's challenging, and it makes you grow up. Like I said, makes you grow up. And it's
Because
just
that's what you were doing right before this.
I was trying to grow up.
Well, no, before you came here, you were watching him, obviously.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well,
Well, because you were waiting.
yeah, I
for
was waiting for my girl to come home.
Yes.
And no one else is gonna watch it for me. That's the thing. You gotta fix your life around the kid. You know.
And that's
can't
how
just-
important it is. and
Yeah, you
stuff.
can't just let him do whatever he wants. I mean, there's times where you can. At least he's being supervised. I don't try to do the helicopter thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah, I know it. I have siblings that
You've
do that.
seen it?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. So
yeah.
like I said, you got to revolve your time around him. I try to bring him in. Like, he's at my practice a lot.
Mm.
There's a time where he hated coming. He's like, I don't want to go to your practice. I'm like, and he would cry, and I felt bad. But luckily, I live with my girlfriend's parents, and they watch him. His grandparents, so they watch him. Not all the time, but they'll offer to watch him, and I'll come to practice. But I don't know if you've seen him at shows. I take him to my shows.
I've met him a couple of times.
Yeah, and
Yeah, he's running around.
he likes it, man. He likes the music, and it's really fun. It's a fun time. It can be really bad sometimes too, because they don't want to cooperate sometimes.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I mean, you saw my niece walking in, so she can get that way sometimes.
Yeah.
But she's not too bad at the moment.
Yeah.
It's only
I noticed that they're not bad when they're eating.
yeah.
Whenever they're eating, they're the happiest kid in the world.
Or it depends too, because I've seen them just not want to eat what you're eating or what you're giving
I
them.
don't think I've ever been through that yet.
Okay, yeah, well,
But I've seen it, because I
Yeah.
had little brothers, and I've seen it.
yeah, because she's so I feel like I'm a parent in a way, not fully, but I'm godparent of 2 kids, so I feel like
Okay.
that equals to 1 in a way, a little bit.
A little bit.
But yeah, obviously I don't have I don't have to take care of them, like feed them, but I
Yeah.
take them out and I hang out with
That's
them.
good. That's good. I really enjoy
As
that.
much as I try to. Not that I favor them a little bit more than my other nieces and nephews, but I kind of do.
Well, it's the whole Godfather thing, right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to do that.
So like, there's certain things I do with them that I don't do with the other kids,
Mhm.
in the sense of I don't know how to explain it. I just don't. Not that I pay attention to them a little bit more, just a little bit, a smidge more is probably what it is.
Yeah.
And just because like
You're like a co-parent
yeah, and
in a way.
Sophia doesn't know how to walk really well. She's like really clumsy, and I definitely have saved her life a couple of times.
Man.
So
Got those dad reflexes.
yeah, getting ready, I guess. I don't know.
Have you been on Reddit?
Been on. I know what Reddit is. I just don't go on it.
There's a subreddit called Dad Reflexes.
Oh, okay.
I love going to that because there's really good dad reflexes and really
There's
bad ones.
ones?
It's funny.
Yeah.
So you get a chance, check it out.
But yeah, yeah, and 'cause I can see how it changed people for sure. Because all my siblings, besides 2 of them, have kids now.
Wow.
And one's about to turn 40, so he's about. He just got married, so he's probably gonna pop one out pretty soon. I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
But yeah, it's really weird to grow up with someone and then have them have kids and then look at it. You're like, whoa.
Yeah, especially with like Rafa. I've known him for a long time, and every time he sees me, he's like, "Dude, I'm still surprised you're dad." It's just, it throws it off because they're not used to me.
Mm-hmm.
They're seeing me like that, take
Yeah.
care of a kid and knowing that I have a kid. It changes people.
Yeah, but like for you, it's not. You don't really change when he's around too much.
No, I
You know what I mean?
I try to tone it down a bit with certain words.
Well, no, regardless. But you're always very much the same person,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah.
Like you're not changing to be more strict. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where people
get
change around.
I don't try to change other people's. Like I don't. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I just can't really.
I don't know how to explain it. It's
Yeah.
just like you're just naturally yourself like that all the
When
time.
I'm with him, all the
Yeah.
time.
Which is nice.
Yeah, I talk to him the same way I would talk to you. I'm like, what the heck, man? I call him man all the time. I'm like,
Man, dude, bro, what are you doing?
I call him dude, bro, all the time.
Yeah.
And then it's catching on to him
Uh-huh.
because he goes, "What's up, man?"
Dad.
No, but there's that too. He doesn't like
Yeah.
calling me by my name sometimes, or dad. He doesn't like calling me dad.
Oh, okay.
He'll call me Charlie, or my girlfriend calls me Love. He'll call me Love. But whenever he wants something, it's dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're a little bit stricter. Okay, I got. I mean, he's a little bit. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, he's a character, man.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. When they start talking, that's when I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
You can start talking. Jesus.
Yeah, 'cause you've been around. You see it, and
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's tumbling, I would say, as a
Mhm.
parent, to take care of somebody and have him. Well, because when he was first born, I had this thought in my head. I'm like, wow, whatever I do affects this kid.
Mhm.
I can be the meanest person in the world and leave him, and he wouldn't even know me.
Yeah.
Or I can be the nicest guy in the world and give him everything he wants. And you got to find a balance where he's gonna grow up right and not be just disrespectful to people and just do the right things,
Yeah. And it's good to have good people like you having kids in the world right now.
Oh, I try to be good.
Yeah, I mean, you are. I've never heard anything really negative about you at all, actually, when I think about it. Like, no one's like, oh, this Charlie guy's like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I've never heard anything negative about you, so.
Well, I appreciate that.
Uh,
The people out there in the world.
yeah, and that's a good thing. That means good people are having babies. That's good.
Yeah.
Or kids.
My girlfriend is strict on him. She's Mexican.
What are you then?
I'm Mexican, but I'm more whitewashed than she is. I mean, she was born over there. She lived over there for 10
Okay.
years and came over here, so she has that heritage with her. Me, I've lived here my whole life. My mom was born here. My dad was born in Honduras.
Mhm.
But so they came up with that English mentality or
Yes.
the United States mentality,
Yeah, because
their culture.
I get that. Yeah, because I get that all the time. Unfortunately, I'm not unfortunately, but I've never associated that much just because of my parents,
Yeah.
and it's not my parents' fault because it was their parents didn't associate that much either, which is kind of weird. Because my mom and dad can understand a bit of Spanish, but like when they're not
Really
around
speak
it all
it?
the time, they don't speak it at all.
Okay. Yeah, it's like me. I understand everything you say in Spanish. I can speak it enough to get by.
Yeah, I can understand a decent amount, but if I'm not around it enough, I mean, I
You
just
lose
forget
it.
words. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just forget stuff.
No, I've been around it enough where I can pretty much understand everything.
Mm-hmm.
But when I try to speak it, it's whitewashed. It sounds
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, but like for me, when I really think about it, where my family's heritage is, I guess, I feel like I'm more. I guess I'm just like whenever someone, oh, what race are you? What are you? I'm like, I'm American.
That's no okay. Yeah, that's what I said at first. And then growing up, I try to not really embrace, but just learn about where. My
Yeah, I
family
do
came
too.
From.
But like I get that. Like I've done that because I'm still going through like going through my family tree and stuff.
Culture shock.
No, not culture shock. Just going through and like where they come from and stuff.
Yeah, it's cool, but like I said, growing up, I would say I was American, but
Mhm.
now I'd say I'm Latino,
Okay.
which is weird, but
I don't know. I just because when I look at my best friends and I look at like everyone in the scene, I'm like, these are all a bunch of beautiful American people. Like
Well, yeah,
every because like
so that's what America is.
but that's what I'm saying. I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like I try not to look at people's races at all. I don't know. I don't see color.
You don't see color.
No, but that's what it's like a real thing. Like my best friend, my two of my best friends are white, and then another one's like half Mexican, half Colombian. I have another one that's half black, half white, or Mexican. But I don't see them as those.
Yeah, they're your buddies.
They're not even my like. Even if I just saw them on the street, I'm like, that's an
But
American.
even,
That's an American.
yeah, I thought it's supposed to be,
But I think this is okay. This is why the reason why I've come to this conclusion though is going to visit my family in Oklahoma and Texas and Arkansas, and Nevada, and just interacting with people. I'm like, they're not like no one's different really from each other. Honestly,
yeah,
everyone's just trying to do their
live
job,
and-
feed their family and stuff, and like
when it comes
that's
down to it, that's what everybody wants.
yeah.
you
And
know?
that for me like that's American. That's everyone's American to me. I don't like when someone's like, "Where are you, Radillo?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm American, bro."
I'm black.
I'm black.
From the waist down.
I could probably. I don't know. I would have to take a 21 to be. I wouldn't be surprised.
I've
honestly.
never done it. I'd like to find out where because my dad says that his grandpa was from Spain,
Mm.
and that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think for sure I've definitely have Spanish blood because my last name comes from Spain.
Radillo.
Yeah.
Do you ever say it like that, or just
Oh yeah, I've
Radillo?
Radillo. No, I say Radillo.
That's a good mix.
But yeah, no, because like finding out your hair, like on my mom's side, it's so weird because it's Cherokee and a little bit of
But
Mexican.
I see the Cherokee.
Thank you. But the weird part is the Cherokee part. My mom's last name is McLean. You're like, what? And
Well,
then
you know
so
what that
I'm
means, right?
Irish then.
McLean. That means when the Pilgrims came over,
Yeah, exactly. They were like, I want some of that.
I want some of that Cherokee.
So like yeah, so McLean, and then also she's traced her families back to like the French, like there's a little bit of French too. Like what the
Pilgrims,
fuck,
man,
Oh my god. But yeah, when you find out shit, like you're like, whoa, dude.
That's cool. I haven't gone that far, but
Everyone's like a mutt when you think about it too.
what?
Everyone's a mutt, bro. There's
It's true.
it's very rare to find someone that's not more than like
Purebred.
2 things probably.
Yeah,
which
it's
is like
hard.
it depends on where they come from too. If they come from, I think like a European background, or I think everything outside the U.S. I think is probably a little bit more pure,
Yeah, compared to the U.S.
or like just like I guess one kind of strain or one kind of DNA strand, I guess.
Yeah,
But
it's,
that's why I love America, bro. That's why I'm saying, dude. You're American. I'm American.
yeah, I like.
You're
See, I
you're
like
watching.
that.
You're American.
I like that aspect of it. But when it comes to the man in orange, the orange man in the White House,
I no. I don't know about that.
that's what I'm saying. They see it differently.
I don't think he. Because I mean, from what is going on, and I know like his past and stuff, but I think
But yeah, him too. He comes from that same aspect. He's a mutt technically.
yeah. But like, I don't think he's. I think he sees people on the other side of the border like that,
Not be. Oh, that makes sense.
negatively wise.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I think people that are here, that are brown, I don't think he has a problem with those kind of people.
Yeah, I think.
But like, I don't like him either. So I'm not saying like I.
No, I get you. He
I
likes
don't-
people that are here the right way,
Uh-huh.
but not people who are here the wrong way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a kid.
Yeah. He has a kid, guys. That's not a conspiracy theory.
Oh man.
Oh, dude. Oh, let's get in. Do you want to do conspiracy theories or do you want to do soccer and FIFA next?
Are we doing both, or I'm picking one?
Oh, we're gonna do both. We're gonna do that
We'll do
for a little bit.
conspiracies first.
Okay, let's do conspiracies and then we'll into a break and then we'll talk about FIFA and soccer.
That's all. Yeah, that kind of
It's
messes
kind of
together.
combines, yeah.
Yeah.
So, conspiracy theories. Dun, dun, dun. You've obviously heard the first podcast.
Yeah.
Right. So what kind of conspiracy theories do you want to talk about?
9/11.
9/11?
No, I'm just kidding. No, we can do that.
We can get into
That's a big one, man.
that one's that I'm like iffy on like everything that comes out.
That's
on
the one that got me into conspiracy theories.
Really? That's
Yeah,
one. That's it. That's a little
the
lame.
one that, and it's kind of lame, but
I mean, it's like not that it's lame, but it's kind of recent. That's why.
because I remember watching it in first grade. I saw the towers getting hit,
Mm.
and I was only 6, so I didn't really know what was going on. And growing up, YouTube came around, and that's when this YouTube 9/11.
Yeah.
Then-
You hear a lot of stuff.
yeah, it's how the jet fuel can't burn or can't mold the.
There's
steel.
that's not even like the stronghold of that.
Yeah, it's not
really.
but
Honestly, it's not even.
It's crazy, man.
But what I've learned, the real thing about why things are probably conspiracy theories or why they obviously why they label it is to diminish the whatever evidence is being presented. That's
That
what
makes
it
sense,
is. I'm taking a class, as everyone probably knows on the podcast, on like it's not really, it's really on conspiracy theories, but it's from 1945 to now, and well, we learned a thing. It's called a SCAD. I forgot what the enunciation for is, but that's what it is. It's trying to label a conspiracy theory, which was only pitched, I think, up until JFK. I think when JFK was around, I think that's when the conspiracy theory was labeled onto that, just because what they want to misdirect, I guess.
When he died.
Yeah, because and it's like, say like 5 people say something, but they all sound sketchy, but the middle one is true, but you label it all as conspiracy theory, so like the middle one's not going to come through. But the thing about 9/11 specifically, and what happens with a lot of the conspiracy theories, what you have to label it that now in a way, because you probably will probably never find out.
You know the truth.
And I could tell you, if we ever do, when we'll actually find out. But what happened after everything fell was the cleanup.
Yeah, that's the weird thing.
That was probably the biggest thing or sign, I would say, is how fast and like how unprofessional, I guess you want to say, on how they investigated everything.
Because if you want to do it right, you let it sit. You take your time with each part, right?
Yeah.
With the same thing with JFK. That guy went in there and started cleaning.
Well, it wasn't even just that. It was the way they transported his body out.
Yeah.
Because by Texas state law, he was not supposed to leave until a Texas coroner was to examine his body. And I think it was Secret Service basically took his body and got off. Like, that's why it was so quick when he went from getting shot and then basically not a couple hours later, but not too long later, he was already on a plane to Washington. And what it was supposed to happen was he was supposed to be examined by someone in Texas, because at the time I think it wasn't called an assassination. It was called it wouldn't be under assassination by law. Wouldn't be under that, I guess. it would be considered a murder.
Okay.
So any kind of thing like that, where in Texas they have to examine it before anything else happens. So what happened too, through the other autopsies they had, there's a lot of conspiracy theories to the original people that did the autopsy showed like a small little hole where his neck was, and then another autopsy after, the hole got bigger for some reason. And like how many shots do you think were shot during the JFK assassination?
Well, in the video shows like there's 2, right?
Well, I think but the way they wanted to, I guess, to be framed was 3 shots, but that was because they only wanted to do witnesses that said, "Oh, how many shots did you hear?" We heard 3. Okay, you come here. How many shots did you hear? 9. We don't want to talk to you. How many shots did you hear? 5. We don't want to talk to you. How many shots did you hear? 3. Okay, we'll talk to you. So it's like,
that's scary, man.
and I think it was the way we found that out was through ex-CIA agents that were working on that. To, I guess, kind of not. I don't know if it's covered up or not, because like a lot of it was a coordination. Because a week before, I just know all this because recently I literally,
Cool.
so I'm letting you know. So recently, the week before the assassination, there was an attempt in Chicago, but no one told anyone that was an attempt in Chicago. No one knew.
I didn't even know that.
But there was an attempt on him in Chicago that apparently was supposed to happen. They set up teams in Chicago, Miami, Texas, and I think New York. These assassination teams that were all working with the mob, Texas Oil and stuff. I guess there's a bunch of organizations that didn't like them. I guess CIA too. But basically, there was a team in Chicago that had a note and saying, "Oh hey, you might want to look out in the next 2 weeks." And 2 weeks later, what happened? He gets shot in Texas. And another sketchy thing was the motorcade. If you look at previous pictures of him in a motorcade, you'll see the top on top and everything.
Yeah, it was open.
This was a wide open motorcade. And also the way their security is supposed to be set up, there's supposed to be 2 cops side by side. And then if there's no motorcade on the top, there's supposed to be 2 Secret Service members like holding on to the back of the car. Because if you look at the back of the motorcade cars for the president, there was 2 handles. There's handles right there where they're supposed to be on. I think Jackie Kennedy's Secret Service guy was continually going on and off, and they were telling him to get off the car. So like,
telling him
they were telling him like, "Oh no, come on, get up." They were ordering him to get off, and then he would go back on, and he would come back off, and then right when they set up on the street, apparently there was one. Obviously, Oswald was up top apparently, and then there was one obviously from the fence,
the grassy knolls,
and then the grassy knolls, and then there's another one that was from another parking lot, like a pretty far distance away, and then another one. So like 4 different locations apparently, from what I'm hearing. And then when you look at the evidence of like how many things got shot, it was like way more than 3. And then another thing too to notice was, if you look at some pictures of it, there's a picture of the windshield of both motorcades got hit. So those are already 2 shots, and Kennedy got shot 3 times. So that's 5. And then plus the governor got shot twice.
Yeah, him too, yeah.
So that's 7. And then there's another shot that hit the curb. That's 8. And then there's other shots that I know that they got hit. I just don't remember. I have to like double look at it again.
It's weird or not weird. It's scary how they would want to hide that.
They're hiding it because
they plan.
There's a reason and a rhyme when you want to get rid of an organization like the CIA. And like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be talking about this, honestly.
I know.
But I'm not really. I mean, I don't know. Am I afraid of it?
If we're dead when this comes out.
Yeah, or if I die
love you,
specifically.
Mom, Dad.
But yeah, my professor's really sketchy about that stuff too. Honestly, he looks out in kids in his class to see if they're like a narc or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, or someone that's like watching him. Like, he doesn't use his office phone at all. He uses his cell phone. He doesn't use the internet at the school. He uses like his laptop on its own
VPN.
network. Yeah.
That's scary. Yeah. That's a little. I don't want to live like that, but I know people who live like that, and.
But I mean, he has a good reason for it though, because his dad was a diver where they tested the atomic bombs after World War II. in the Bikini Atoll or Bikini Island.
Yeah.
And that's why they call it Bikini Bottom, by the way. If you wanted to know,
really?
the SpongeBob, that's why they call it. Because it's radioactive. That's why they're talking and everything.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Bikini Bottom, Bikini Island.
It makes sense.
Yes.
So he was a diver.
Yeah,
His
he was a
dad?
diver, and then they would blow the bomb up, and then he would go down and just survey and see what happened. But they didn't know
The
like
radiation.
the radiation, I guess, and then he died later from
Because
cancer and stuff.
oh man.
Yeah, was pretty severe. That's like he talked about like how his dad was like in so much pain and stuff. It's like whoa.
Damn, that was all by the government.
And then he has pictures of the actual explosions.
Oh,
Which is
those
like-
are nice to see.
Yes, and
No.
you also don't want to be right next to one at the
Yeah.
time because they blew one up in the water, but they didn't know what it was gonna, I guess, happen. So it blew up in the water and it turned the water into like steam, and it blew back at you. So you're getting hit by steam like that. Yeah.
It's hot.
Mm-hmm. And even the sand particles
Oh yeah,
that will
it was hot too.
that, and it's also gonna fuck you up too. Like that's pretty dangerous stuff.
Well, because it comes at you, right?
Yeah, no, because it's once an atomic bomb hits anything right here and it's radiated, that's you're fucked. You're fucked.
Yeah,
It's not gonna kill you right now, but if it
It's
does, like the debris,
long-term.
long term, yes, and how painful it is. It's like pretty insane. There's a lot of stuff, dude. This class is full of just rigmaroles and
Where at? Are you taking this
IBC,
class?
dude.
Ivy, damn.
Yeah. If you are into really, if you're really into conspiracy theories, take Tioshi Welchel, his class at IBC. It's History 24. The best $130 you'll spend on a class, or $150. I think if you just take the one class.
Yeah.
But yeah, and his class is really easy. It's only like writing papers, and I fucking love like writing the papers and then reading the books.
So the thing about me, I like conspiracies. I don't know too much about them. I know like of them. So I know like the moon landing, 9/11. It's another one, but I don't dive into them because I don't have time. But
What's something you can probably, if you just sat down for like 30 minutes a day and just read,
yeah,
you would have
that's true.
like, say you like there's just you just gotta like, I guess when you put your boy to sleep or something like that, and you like, just take a book and just read it for 30 minutes, you're good.
Well, I listened to a podcast called the Last Podcast on the Left. Have you heard of it?
The last
The
was like
Last Podcast.
I don't know that. No.
Okay. Well, they do a lot of different things, but they'll have episodes of different conspiracies, and that's where I get my knowledge from it. So they have so they did an 9/11 one, and then they did some stuff in the air, chemtrails.
Chemtrails. Okay, those are kind of BS.
Yeah,
though.
that one's dumb. The one
Flat
oh,
Earthers.
No, the one where the government's controlling the weather. What's that organization?
I think I know what
called?
you're talking about. Fuck, I don't know. Because they could try to connect it with like Jewish people or something like that. That's what like
Yeah.
that one dude on. Sorry, these are several of the books. If you want to borrow
I
them,
think I've seen that one.
yeah. This guy right here. This is like
KKK?
yeah. This is a really really disgusting book, honestly. But it talks about like the CIA and like how they develop torture
Oh yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, that one's pretty. But the specific author I'll get into real quick. This one's really good. This one goes into Kennedy's assassination and
Okay.
other stuff. But
What's the project they had with the little kids?
oh, they've had several. There's another one on my. I have it on Kindle.
What's the main one? Project. That's the name. What's the name?
There's Grasshopper. There is another one that I'm not remembering. There's a specific one where they gave kids cereal.
Oh man.
And to test, they put like radiation in the cereal to give to the parents.
See how it is.
But this doesn't happen anymore.
That's the stuff that gets me
But-
goosebumps because
The thing is, I mean, not that it's never gonna happen again, but the thing is, like, all this stuff has been not outlawed, but it's not that it's not gonna happen again, but it was only found out, like, they would do the stuff in like the 50s and 60s, but we didn't find out about it until like the 90s or till recently.
yeah.
And the thing is, because everyone's dead that was working on that. And that's why the thing for 9/11, we're not gonna know until basically anyone that was involved. And we'll probably never know about that one, honestly. But like,
Yeah, I don't think if it is a conspiracy.
yeah. But like like I said, like for the Kennedy stuff, where everyone's waiting for all those guys that were working on it to die, and then that's why Trump released like 10,000 pages or something.
Because they're all dead.
Well, I think almost. I think everyone that was linked to all those pages are basically dead. I think they're waiting for a couple more people.
So they don't tell the truth, or
Well, no, not tell the truth. They don't count. They can't hold them accountable. But what was I gonna say? No, this guy right here, McCoy. There's another book I'm gonna read about him. That's one of his best books, and a book that's never been disputed too, and it's about the Vietnam War.
oh yeah, that one too.
Oh man,
That one was bad.
his book on the Vietnam War and how he went over there. He was like, "Why are we in Vietnam?"
He fought in the war.
I don't think he did.
He just went over.
Yeah, he was a student at Michigan.
Okay.
And then he was like, he just did some research for his when you get your master's, you write like this big ass paper. I forgot what, and then he turned that paper into a book. And in that book he wrote about how he went to Vietnam, and it was like, okay, why are we in Vietnam? And like, do you know why we were in Vietnam?
I don't know the main reason.
Okay, but just give me a guess.
What from what I hear, there was no reason for us to be there.
Okay, but you
Well,
you could say yes.
democracy, I guess.
Okay,
You know?
but like what? Why? Who were we fighting? Why? What was their like ideas?
It was communism.
That was one of them. That was actually I think it's a decent reason too, but it's not the biggest one. It's mostly resources. Vietnam has they were obviously under control of the French, so you know the company Michelin.
Mm.
So they had factories there where they were harvesting rubber. The rubber trees there are pretty gnarly apparently.
Good stuff right there.
But some better stuff that was there in Vietnam, not just rice too. Rice was another important one. Actually, China and Japan used to go and obviously conquer them, and then they would actually export rice from Vietnam specifically. But the most important resource in Vietnam that and probably why we're in Afghanistan too.
Gas was it?
No, it's not gas.
Oil?
It's not oil. What makes you make you not feel anything?
What do you mean?
Opium.
Opium. Oh, that makes sense.
And it was like it wasn't discovered until the French got there, I believe. And that's why the reason why we were there, really.
Big pharma.
Oh, big baby.
Big
Woo!
pharma.
And it's not also it's also I mean, the reason why Iraq happened too is it's not to take their oil and use it, it's to control it so they don't manipulate the prices too, is what it is. And there's a lot of investment too in like the Middle East oil from American investors. But yeah, opium. Whoo!
That makes sense.
And that's what he found out.
Man.
Out through generals, soldiers in Laos and Cambodia, in parts of Vietnam. You know, like who's paying you? Like CIA? What? Yeah, a lot of like sketchy shit like that. Yeah. This guy,
opium.
And it's never been disputed. No one has ever disputed apparently that book. Oh, I'm gonna research that if it is, but that's what I've been told.
That makes sense. You know, they like to control. Big pharma.
Well, it's not just control. It's like I said, it's to make sure they don't manipulate the price.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah, that's what oil. That's what a lot of the oil was going on.
With the oil makes sense, but
with
opium, it's.
Well, yeah, you can definitely sell it cheaper than what we're selling it right here. And that's why it'll be more of a threat.
But they want it up though. That's the thing. They want the prices to be up.
Yeah, we would like the prices to be up, or you know, whoever's controlling it would like to be. But if Vietnam's like, oh, well, we make so much of it, why don't we just sell it cheaper?
And then that's when supply and demand.
Oh shit, bro!
So
same thing with oil.
they
in the
go
80s.
in so they don't sell it cheaper.
Huh?
They went in there so they can.
Yeah, so they can control it. Wow. Yeah. There's literally a road that makes no sense to have that goes from Hanoi, it's in North Vietnam, to a city called Dien Bien Phu, and that was the first city where where the French like held it. And another reason why we were in Vietnam is because we gave the French back it back in after World War II because Japan took it over, but we gave it back to the French, so I think that was a mistake. But there's literally a highway specifically made to transport from Dien Bien Phu to Hanoi to ships to around the world.
Oh, so that was the one over here?
Dien Bien Phu is in northern Vietnam.
And it goes down to the coast?
And it goes all the way across to the coast to Hanoi, where it's processed and everything. It's harvested and then it's processed in Hanoi, and it spreads.
And it's still
yeah,
running today?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, that's true.
Laos, Cambodia, that's all you really do. And then Afghanistan.
Same thing, opium.
What are the resources there? Terrorism and opium.
So the oil is just a distraction.
No, oil
Well, I'm sure that we had
Iraq was it was also nationalism, I guess.
Yeah, that too.
Well,
Well, that's another one that we didn't really need to be into. That's a big argument that we have.
I think communism was like a good blanket to put over it, but there was, I mean, a lot of people will dispute.
That was after 9/11, wasn't it?
What?
Iraq?
Oh, Iraq? Yeah. Well, because like they use the weapon of mass destruction. There's actually a movie coming out. It's called Vice, and it's about Dick Cheney.
I've seen.
And they've manipulated. The problem too is they've manipulated reports like this of officials to get, and then they got to like the president, I believe. So like whoever was working, the official working for the president, manipulated a report from whoever was reporting. Like, oh, there's nothing there. They would manipulate the report, and then they would give it to them, and then they would base that decision off that report, the false report, basically.
Okay. That's scary, man.
Yeah, but that's like I said, dude. A lot of people have a lot of investments.
Like at the end of it just comes down to money.
Well, yes, and also you're protecting the money for your future generations.
But there's just their generation, really.
Well, yeah, but
they're like bloodline. I mean,
so like the next kids have money.
Yeah,
and
their
stuff.
bloodline.
And that was like the Kennedys too. His dad was very much involved. Joseph. He was very much involved, and that's why he won. That's why he won the election, I guess, against Nixon, because he had connections to the mob.
The money.
Because his dad was, he was well known for gin during the Prohibition era.
Mm-hmm.
He would have a system to transport gin from Europe and then spread it. He was the gin man.
The gin man. I think I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit, dude. There's a lot of connections.
There's a lot more too, man.
Mm-hmm. Like people oh yeah, they killed Kennedy, but like, okay, but why?
Yeah. What was the reason?
Why? Like that's me. I'm like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but let me hear the evidence and everything. I want to hear links. I want to hear. Give me hard right now. That's what I'm saying.
And then there's all of the other conspiracies about how we came to be. Not conspiracy, I guess. There's more theories at that point, right? How we came to be.
What do you
mean? As humans, is how Earth started and.
Oh yeah, like octopuses are apparently not from Earth.
They're aliens.
Yeah, they're apparently aliens that came off a comet.
The lizard people are. That's a conspiracy, right?
There's some weird shit, dude.
Aliens,
my
stuff
God.
like that.
Ancient aliens. Actually, which I don't think is. I mean, maybe, the pyramids. It's not a conspiracy theory. Like, it's like being researched at the moment on how the pyramid is actually on top of another structure. Apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because they found out through the way they scanned it, under the pyramids are like another set of buildings, and the only reason why they know is because it's like the blocks that are on top of the structure are carved out to fit on top of the other one. So what they're thinking is like there's probably either a smaller structure, maybe a temple, that they build on top, or they build the actual pyramids on top.
Tombs, really?
Yeah, I think only one guy was actually buried there.
Okay.
And then the Sphinx.
Those are weird too.
That's another thing too, dude. It's like it's believed to have stored all of like the documents to build all that shit,
like
or something
blueprints.
Like that. Yeah, the blueprints, and like they found more tunnels under there apparently. And the Sphinx head, that's not the original head too.
Oh, it was replaced.
Yeah, it was. It used to have like the dog face, I forgot, Ra or maybe. It used to be his face, and then for some reason one of the kings was like, "Fuck it, we're gonna cut it off," and then replaced it with a king's head.
With his head.
Mm-hmm.
With no nose.
Yes. Well, no, I mean deteriorated, obviously.
That's weird too. Stonehenge is another one.
Ooh, so Stonehenge is crazy, dude. How they moved all those fucking rocks, bro.
Stonehenge and the Easter Island.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Circles.
Oh my god. Crop circles is a little sketchy though. That's
yeah.
Aliens is like another one, or I don't think, because like my professor has gone along with my theory before I took the class, and actually Tom's theory too is what we're developing. We've only developed those aircrafts through German technology and not through like an alien, unless the Germans got it from an alien. But what the UFOs or whatever you're going to call it, they're probably, if anyone identifies any of that stuff, it's probably made here, and that's what it is. It's not anything from outer space. Which is insane.
Which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one theory that I was told one time. I was working at they made some factory that made rubber car mats, but some guy came up to me. He's like, "Want to hear something crazy?" I'm like, sure. And he's like, there's a theory out there that some aliens created humans, or they created Earth, right? They created Earth and created all the dinosaurs, all that stuff, and then the last thing they made was humans, and then they put humans in Earth to test out how we would do with living with all the dinosaurs and all that. But the dinosaurs are too strong. They ate all the humans, so they wiped them out.
This guy must have been really high.
Yeah, right? This is his theory. And I'm like, that's crazy. And then he's like, so then they restarted. They wiped out the dinosaurs and restarted with 2, Adam and Eve, supposedly.
Okay.
And then it just grew everything from there. And now the reason that the UFOs come to visit is because aliens are so smart that they don't feel emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And they're so intrigued with us humans that have emotions. And that's why they take us up.
And probe the shit out of us.
Because if we have emotions, we have feelings.
Like how high can you get? What pitch can you get when I put this thing up here?
Let's find out. Yeah, so that was the theory that he told me, and I never thought about it, but every once in a while I'll think about it. I'm like, that's...
If anything, if an alien comes here, it would be so evolved where it lives to be like almost infinity, but also with it's probably why everything like where they shaped all weird. It's probably robots. Like they're sending like a drone robot.
It's not really them.
And someone's
It's just-
controlling something. You know what I mean? Because
yeah.
AI. Oh, like I had this weird thing. I'm not sure if I talked about this on the podcast yet, but my theory on the Transformers movies, and it's really just us or Transformers coming back to like the original people, like when technology is supposed to be advanced to where people start becoming robots, and over time you become basically Transformers. And it's all they did was like accidentally go through time, and like they went into that's where they ended up.
Came back in the past.
Yeah, like Ultron is really future Earth, I guess.
Yeah.
Because like when you think about it, like all the technology that's going on in like the medical field with like AI and robotics.
Yeah.
Like I think by the time we're probably old, we'll have fucking like chips in our head, and like our phones will be in our head, and
Hello?
we'll
Radillo?
have like our
Radillo?
heart will be fake. Like you ever seen Bicentennial Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it'll be like that
Yeah.
basically. Or
That makes sense, and it makes sense because everything we're creating is leading towards that in a way. With like the amputees, they get those fancy arms.
Yeah, and then it becomes weird.
Well, have you played? You played video games, right?
Yeah.
PS4 or no?
You talking about Detroit?
How about Spider-Man?
Oh, Spooderman?
Yeah. Have you played Spider-Man?
I've not, but I've heard a lot about it. I basically played the game.
Do you? Okay, so you know how Doc in the game he's not really dying, but he's losing his function, and he creates those arms.
Yeah.
And he likes it so much that he wants the whole world to be like that.
Mm.
And that's pretty much how we're going.
Yeah. I think that's where like the community, like Elon Musk, even like Stephen Hawking before he passed away, a lot of scientists are trying to like, whoa, before we start fucking with AI, let's understand it and make it civil and understand humans before we.
But there's always good and bad.
Yeah.
And everything. So yeah, these like right now we have these things where they help people who are hurt or are disabled, try to make them more normal. But eventually we're gonna get to a point where it's so good where we try to make a normal person better.
I have a question for you real quick.
Okay.
It's kind of on topic for with the robots. How do you feel about robots fighting wars instead of humans for us, like the U.S.?
I think it would just be useless at that point.
What do you mean by useless?
I mean, you just create robots and just keep fighting. I mean, in a way it can stop it because we're just losing resources. But it doesn't. I mean, I don't want anybody to die, but it loses that feeling where we're sending our people. We're just sending now we're just sending a machine.
Yeah, but is it different from like using drones? Like ones if the dude's actually like controlling the robot is what I'm saying.
Well, no, not really. It's the same.
Yeah.
Because that's what a drone is. But a drone.
I'm not saying I'm for it or against it right now. I'm still like researching it and stuff and like listening to what's coming out.
I mean, it's more humane, I guess, because no one's dying.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I mean. Like, if we can just make a robot, and in other countries you can make a robot, they're just gonna keep making robots.
Well, I mean, like if you go to like a third world country with robots, I mean,
see, then that's overpowering. Well, I guess we can do that now, really. But no one's really selling them weapons.
Yeah.
And there's just really no resources for them to fight back. I guess we can just take over, right?
Yeah, because I read a book on like the next 100 years, and what it's probably gonna be. You know, like you've watched G.I. Joe.
Life-changing.
and like where they put like they're all like mechanical, I guess, or like
Yeah.
even like the recent Call of Duty movies or Call of Duty games where they have like symbiotics and stuff connected.
yeah,
to like
yeah.
that's gonna be, since the population's dropping, that we're gonna have to, because like actually the military enlistments is actually dropping to where like we might have to like
what's that word?
we have to integrate like people with robots that are fighting, so that basically we have like a bunch of tanks, like 10 guys can handle 1,000 people or
Because of
a
the
1,000
tanks.
person army.
Wow.
Yeah, shit like that. And then like the solar power that we're like that's being developed is actually being developed. About there's gonna be like these satellites that are like somehow transfer energy from the satellite down to Earth, that from the sun, and like that's what we're gonna use as energy. I was like, what?
And put it in the earth.
No, like we will be able to store it, and that's what
Oh,
we'll use
okay.
as
Well, yeah,
energy.
that's smart. That's renewable energy.
Yeah, but like how you're like, there's no wire to.
It's a
attach-
satellite.
Yeah, so it's a satellite up in the air or something like that, and it basically stores all the energy on there, and it transfers,
Shoots it,
and it basically kind of shoots it down.
but no physical attachment.
Yeah, there's no physical attachment to Earth.
How do you transfer energy?
I
like
don't know,
that?
dude. That's like technology. That's what they're. I think they're using like magnets or something like that to transfer the energy that they're gonna get. Because you're gonna get, because like when you get a solar power panel from down here where we're at, like on land, it's not. It's less powerful. It's gonna absorb less sun if it's like in
Well,
the
if it's higher,
atmosphere.
yeah, obviously.
So it's
But-
like, oh shit!
But
Like
that-
the
that's
imagine
just- it's the
the
transfer of energy that's compelling.
and that'll be like probably to where we can eventually. That'll be the energy where we can get off of like fossil fuels and stuff.
That'd be cool.
Because I think the way he described like the physics of it and like the amount of energy you're getting.
The fossil fuels, there's a lot of money involved.
Yeah, but like once there's, because I'm saying like there's a lot more people, or there's a decent amount of people investing in this kind of technology, and it actually is going to make people a lot more money apparently too. You know, and yeah, it's weird, and I like fucking love it. I love futuristic shit like that.
Yeah, 'cause it's better for the earth, but then the world is money, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like these people are gonna find a way to make money off it.
Yeah, but if it's a better energy source than fuel, like as in a sense of like it's actually more, not just that you like it's, if it costs less than fuel and it also works better than fuel, then
Yeah, by all means.
people are gonna fucking want to use that for
Yeah.
sure.
Those hipsters.
Well, it's not just that. I mean,
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm all
it's-
for that
it's
kind of
smart.
stuff.
Yeah, me too. I mean, why waste? Why hurt the earth when we can just use?
Well,
renewable
honestly,
energy?
too, it's like the Earth always changes. You know, like the tectonic plates, there's
Yeah,
always
it's always
land
moving
being
and-
made and then being destroyed. So we're gonna stand right now at there's certain time and time on Earth where
It's
where we're
like,
standing at the moment.
Like
It's not,
Pangea, man.
it's gonna be gone,
Yeah.
regardless, which is crazy.
Which is crazy. It's a crazy thought because throughout our lives, we have the image of Earth. We know where everything's at. You see that, like,
Mhm.
oh, that's America, that's Europe, that's Africa. You know, eventually it'll be gone.
Yeah, and like we've had different. That's what, because like you also think of like, wait, how old is the Earth then? Because if this cycle has been going on for a while now, say like we've gone to like 3 different like Earths like that. Like, whoa, that's
Well,
a lot of
Pangea
time.
is one of them.
But I mean Pangea, but like, but what before Pangea and
What was,
everything?
yeah, what was it before that?
Yeah, it's like, oh, like maybe Pangea was like an island, but then there was other islands around it, but those got submerged,
But those were the old ones.
and they got basically pulled into Earth and stuff. Like, whoa, dude, like this is.
Or the way I see it is that Pangea was there. The islands were the old ones. So before that, they were Pangea,
Oh,
and then spread out. Pangea formed, and then I think it's a cycle like that.
yeah, dude, it's insane. I don't know. I don't know much of the science behind it, but like, if there was like other land masses before, like while Pangea was like on one side of the
Yeah.
Earth, like that would be like, because like if you look at Pangea, it's like, oh, it's huge, but
It's
like
a big island.
there's a lot of fucking water there. Like there had to have been
What's
something.
on the backside?
Yo, dude, what's on the dark side of the moon?
Exactly.
Fuck. Oh my god.
There's that conspiracy theory too, man.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot. Like you're the flat earthers are really crazy too. Oh my god. They I think recently they've someone put out like, oh, they think it's the world's shaped as a donut.
There's a hole in the middle.
Yeah, apparently.
What the heck?
I'm like, then I can see like
Oh, yeah,
people in China or something like that on the other side.
The Pac-Man effect.
Pac-Man effect.
Yeah. So the flat earthers, their theory is that, like, so when they get questioned about, so what happens when you reach the end? Their answer is the Pac-Man theory. So you go from one end. Like, you ever played Pac-Man before, right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
They go waka waka waka, and then he goes back to the other side. That's their theory.
That's
Like how?
there's a lot of holes.
Yeah, right. Like, how do you transfer a human from one end of the world to the other just by crossing that line?
Well, I mean, when you look at what Tom's doing with his airplane or like the fucking ship he's trying to make,
Yeah, that bends time and space.
it's not bending time. All it is just, I mean, bending time, but it's just supposed to just make this point right here. So yeah, technically it's bending it, but like that's what it's supposed to do. So I'm like,
Well, that's always been the
who knows, man?
the theory, right? Where we can bend it. So here's A and B, and just get the A and B closer by
Yeah.
bending everything else around it.
So it's like, what the fuck? Black holes.
Black hole. That's scary. Black holes are scary, man.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
You're getting sucked into one.
You don't know what's on the other side too. But the thing is, like, your particles will probably make it to the other side, but you're gonna be shredded because apparently the speed of it's so fast that you're not gonna be
Your
able.
feet just shoot from under you, and then everything else just rips apart.
That's what's like.
That's one way to die. I would like to die like that.
I don't think I would. I mean, it'd be quick. It'd be. You wouldn't even be conscious about it.
It just
Yeah. Like 1 minute you're here, and then next minute you're like gone.
Where'd you go?
No, it's just particles.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
that's gross.
Gross, but yeah.
All that blood.
I don't think it would be so
It'd be so fast,
Yeah,
right?
it'd be so fast. Like you wouldn't even. It'd just be dust.
Just
Yeah. That's crazy. Man, this has been fun. Fuck, man. Jesus.
I know, man.
Let's get into the last song, and then we got one more topic apparently.
Do we? Oh, we do. Yeah, well, it's two really, but
Yeah, too. But yeah. This is the last band of the podcast. This is Sex Cells. 10 minutes. Enjoy.
Well, I never met someone that's like you. Fills the emptiness, and I wonder if I can make it up to you. It's never enough that I'm sorry, but you just keep on walking. Oh, I know someday I'll catch up to you. Well, don't be afraid of nobody. Well, don't be afraid of nobody. Wherever you end up on this earth, don't be afraid of nobody. 'Cause you know I'll be sending all of my love. Oh, well, I never met a girl that's like you. Fills the emptiness, and I wonder if I can make it up to you. It's never enough that I'm sorry, but you just keep on walking. Oh, I know someday I'll catch up to you. Well, don't be afraid of nobody. Well, don't be afraid of nobody. Wherever you end up on this earth, don't be afraid of nobody. 'Cause you know I'll be sending all of my love. Oh, all of my love. Oh, all of my love.
And we're finally back. This has been a long and very enjoyable podcast so far.
it's fun.
But the last band that you just heard is Sex Cells. That song was 10 minutes. The homies, the OG homies. If you like Lagunitas, go hang out with them. They got the hookup.
Nice.
Was
Was that the one you were drinking last night?
I drink that one because of them now, honestly. And like
the energy drink.
it's an energy. Yeah, no, because the place down the street right here, the liquor store, like that's the only place in my vicinity that actually
That
sells it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So I was like, and they're only like $5 for both of those. So
the
it's
tall
like,
one.
yeah.
that you had. Well, not tall, but
yeah, they're a little bit skinnier than tall ones, but they're other quality. That's what I like.
nice.
But let's get into the last topic, which is like something that's probably. I mean, we've talked about sports on this, I believe, but do you want to do soccer or do you want to do FIFA first?
Let's do soccer first.
Okay, soccer. So tomorrow, actually,
Tomorrow's a derby, man.
tomorrow we are actually going to the same
Not together, but
not together.
Same pub.
same pub. It's called Old Ship. It's in Santa Ana off of 17th. I can't wait. It's gonna be pretty fun.
What time are you gonna get there?
Probably 8:00.
8.
Yeah.
I might get there like at 7.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, it depends.
Cause my buddy and I, we like to get a seat. We
Yeah.
like to eat too. You ever had their food?
Yeah. I don't. I'm not. It's not. It's all right.
The bangers, man. Yeah, that's not good food, but
It's like if you were looking for that, so like, oh, you want the experience. Like I've gone there so many times. I'm like,
oh, that's true. I
I
don't go that often, but
yeah.
when I go, every time I get the bangers and the baked beans.
Yeah. I like the eggs Benedict. I get that all the time. But no, I usually order a basket of chips.
That sounds good. I never had
Yeah.
eggs Benedict there.
Eggs Benedict.
I
Yeah.
like eggs Benedict.
Yeah, it's really good. No, I think I'm gonna get like McDonald's and a coffee.
Take your.
No, I'm gonna eat it on the way there,
Oh,
and then sit in the parking lot, eat it, and then go in.
It's fun.
But I'm really gonna because then also I can spend more money on beer, I guess.
Oh,
So
I don't drink, so.
no. Oh, you're so pure.
Clean. No, I'm not pure. Don't say that. I'm not better than anybody.
I'm not saying you are. I'm just like
Yeah, that's
that's a compliment.
yeah. And that, what is it? The secret about me, but not really a secret, but that's one thing everybody gets surprised about.
Oh no, I've heard that people not drinking a lot actually in the scene. Cause it's like it's also like the straight edge kind of people that are actually like, oh, I'm straight edge.
Oh,
But like you're not like, but you know what I'm saying. But then there's also ones like, oh yeah, I don't drink. Like Joseph doesn't. I mean, I've seen him drink before, but he regularly does not drink at all. So there's definitely people on the they just don't like it, I guess.
I've tried it. I don't like any taste.
Oh, that's
wine. There's some wines that I do like, but
I mean, it depends, dude. On what I mean, obviously, what you like, but I've seen people just transition from someone that doesn't like it to like someone that loves it.
That's what I heard too. Maybe I just need some time.
I would try some IPAs because they're a little bit more tastier than like a Budweiser or Tecate or Corona. Tecate. Hey guys, you have any Tecate around here? Modelo.
But yeah, soccer.
Anyways,
tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow's the derby. Manchester United against Manchester City.
I have my scarf. I don't know if I'm gonna wear it tomorrow.
Take it. You wear it.
I usually just wear regular clothes because that's what they do back there. They just wear regular clothes and they wear a scarf. So I'm like, I'm gonna kick it like an OG.
I was thinking of wearing my Barca jersey just because to rep Barca, but you know.
Well, there's gonna be more United fans than City fans.
Is that what it's like?
Oh yeah.
I've never been to derby at the pub.
My buddy is like one of the handful of City fans actually go there. Everyone else is like,
my buddy is a City fan too.
Okay.
I think they're gonna win.
We'll see, because
they haven't been playing how they were playing last year.
Definitely, but also I think they're more set up to win, not just the title but also the Champions League.
Who's City?
Yeah.
But even that they haven't been doing so well.
They've done. I don't know. I've paid attention to every week. So
okay.
If you want some more insight, we do another podcast on this. It's called Across the Pond, where we cover review and preview of a Premier League, and then we do some outside games of in Europe. But City has been like they've been pretty fucking lethal. But yeah, they've been what I expected. The only thing is the way they set up against like a Liverpool and stuff. I've been the technical part of it.
Pep. He's a genius.
Well, yeah, Pep, but it's also like they're playing a different style from what they played last year. So I think they're actually doing better than what they were doing last year.
Liverpool is one of the big problems they had last year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mo Salah and what's that? Firmino,
Mane. You got
those front three,
Wijnaldum,
they're really fast.
Lallana. You got Van Dijk.
The whole team is just fast. There's speed, man.
Yeah. Well, the front three for sure. Yeah.
Well, I had Dyk's pretty fast too.
Well, he's center back, so he's kind of fast, I guess.
For a center back.
Yeah, for center back. No, like the only reason why they have like Salah and Mane go up, and then they have
Firmino.
Firmino is like a false 9. I mean, like I said, we have Across the Pond. That'll get into the specifics of everything.
Okay.
We don't want to try to bore everyone about how. Yeah. But no, I mean, what is it? I mean, obviously you're a Barca fan, like you said. You're a United fan. Is that a fan of anything else you in soccer?
Well, just soccer. I love soccer in general. The backstory about me and soccer is I hated soccer.
Not that I didn't like it. It was just frowned upon.
Growing up, I hated it.
Oh, okay.
Loved baseball, hated soccer.
Really?
My brother was born. He has a natural gift to play soccer, man. He's like really good. I don't like to brag about him, but he's really good. Like, he's left-footed. Everybody compares him to Messi. Really good. Like, he's really good.
Okay.
And ever since he started playing, I switched over to soccer.
Okay.
I would go to his games, and I'd slowly, and then I started playing it, and apparently I was not too bad either. Not as good as he is, but I'm not too bad.
Yeah.
And then I just switched from baseball to soccer.
Mhm.
Now I hate baseball and I love soccer.
Oh wow, that sucks. Because I love baseball
Oh,
and
really?
soccer. I like both of them.
Well, I'll watch baseball.
Yeah.
I think I would like to go to a game. I haven't been to a game. I still like the Angels. They're my team.
They suck, but yeah.
But they suck. But I don't really watch it, but I watched at the end. World Series.
Yeah.
I was rooting for the Dodgers just because they're an LA team close to home. But
I was only kind of. I was like
choke
it was like a 50, like 51-49 for me.
because of the Angels.
Well, no, I'm not an Angels fan.
Oh.
I'm just like I just felt bad for the Dodgers because they were there last year
yeah.
and like they haven't.
There's actually a
won one in a
statistic
while?
about them. They've been to the most World Series where they lose. They don't win it. They're the team who's lost it, who's choked the most times at the World Series.
I don't know if they choked. They got really lucky
Yeah.
to get it in, but
They're the team that lost the most at the World Series.
the Red Sox were like easily the best team this year by a mile.
Yeah, they played really good. Played some. Oh, they're able to contact on the ball.
Mm.
From what I was watching, I don't watch baseball a lot, but from the World Series, they were able to hit the ball compared to the Dodgers.
Well, also, and then the pitching too was like helped out.
Yeah.
But soccer, anyways. Do you like any MLS teams, or you like?
Galaxy would be
Okay,
my MLS.
yeah,
I don't really watch it, but I do.
I try to go to those games, but
I've been to one game.
they're
'cause
pretty.
I wanted to see Zlatan.
Yeah.
So
They're pretty. It's not that MLS is boring. It's just not the same. I think.
I think you need to go to a big game where that's like a rivalry.
Yeah. No, I watched those. I watched those.
LAFC.
Yeah.
In person or
No. I've gone to a couple of them, but not the LAFC one. Not yet.
okay, yeah, but
But when I watch it though, I'm there. Like I feel like I'm there because I care about the Galaxy as much.
Yeah, it's fun.
But like it's not like I'm at like quality wise, it's not the same as
It's
like
not.
watching European.
A lot of kickball.
Yeah. Like-
Because the thing about MLS is that they like, or just American soccer in general is that if you can run for days and have speed,
Mm.
they want you.
Yeah.
And it's more to soccer than just that you need to have touch control, you need to have technique. But in the U.S., that's all they really care about.
Well, yeah, physical, and there's a lot of physical.
And big guys, a lot
yeah.
of big guys too. If you're strong.
I mean, there's a couple of sprinkles in there of guys that are really good on the ball.
They're coming from out. They're being out, not being outsourced, but they're coming from different.
Well, no,
places.
Pulisic is. I mean, he's from Pennsylvania.
He's the one. He's the anomaly.
He's an anomaly. No, I think Dempsey was great on the ball. He's from Texas.
Dempsey was good.
Yeah, there's a few of them. I think he just retired.
Oh man.
Um,
That sucks.
Another guy.
Donovan was one of them.
Donovan was. Yeah, and he's from Midlands. He's from here.
Yeah.
Michael Bradley was decent on the ball. Who's another one? Timothy Way. He plays for PSG. He's gonna be like a future superstar
Yeah.
probably. He's gonna be just as good
Well, him
as
and
Pulisic. And then you also have McKinney. He plays at Schalke. He's in
Well, that's the thing now.
Germany.
Now I think it's transitioning from how they used to want to have their
Yeah.
players to what they really need is the technique, the touch.
well, the combination of both because we have pace.
Yeah,
It just
they're fast.
don't get me wrong, guys. U.S. soccer is actually good. Okay,
they're not bad.
we just had a bad night in Trinidad. Honestly,
It's one bad.
we had run really bad night in
All you need to
Trinidad.
do is win.
But yeah, that's all. I mean, like I said, 9 out of 10 times we would have won that game, but we didn't, obviously. But Mexico almost didn't make the World Cup, the previous one.
Them too.
So it's like I honestly think we're already better than Mexico. Honestly, like the players that we have in the pipeline right now.
You ever been to a Mexico-U.S. game?
No, and I don't really think I want to go because
My son was trash talk.
I've gone to a Mexico Croatia game and I watched Croatia.
Well, not in person, but just watching it with
Yeah.
somebody.
Oh yeah, I've watched. Oh yeah, I've watched them.
So, so I live with my
Okay.
girlfriend's parents, and her stepdad is real like Mexico all
Like
the
El
way.
Tree all the way.
Like, boom, all day, you know. And I like both teams. I'm American
Yeah.
and I'm Mexican, so whenever they play against each other, I always go for the odd man, which is America or U.S. And they hate the fact that I do that.
Yeah.
And they hate it.
I always
But
I always like the U.S. because I just don't like the fact that Mexico thinks they're better at soccer than us, and I think at the moment, like I said, we have better. Like they have Chucky, but we have Pulisic. I think Pulisic is better. Sorry.
yeah, they're losing it, man. All the good guys are getting old.
The golden generation is almost gone.
Yeah.
All those guys, dude.
Yeah. But soccer. What else we want to talk about?
FIFA.
FIFA.
Did you get this year's already or no?
19th. Yeah, I
Okay.
got it first day.
Are you playing Ultimate Team?
I don't play Ultimate Team.
Oh.
I only do seasons.
Okay. I'm very much a career mode guy, but I'm very much
I
in
used
depth.
to do career mode. I haven't
Oh wait,
done
season isn't seasons career mode, or what do you
No,
mean seasons?
Seasons is you just play online.
Oh,
Or you have
okay.
like your certain division.
I get you. I
and
get you.
get relegated or.
Why don't you
advanced.
do Ultimate Team?
I've tried it.
Is it
I
too
can't
much?
get
Too
into
much?
it.
Too many math equations? No, it's pretty tricky.
No, yeah, I bet it's hard, but I think it's just starting off kind of suck because you don't really start off too well.
Yeah. Well, and if you do squad battles for like 2 weeks, you'll probably have a solid team after that.
Okay.
Squad battles is like you get free rewards for basically just playing the game.
And then there's stories about how now it's just like you gotta pay for everything.
Well, yeah. I have a buddy who's doing a series on this, and he's literally paid $0 besides paying for the game, and he has like one of the gnarliest teams. He has like 200,000 in coins, which is like a couple. It's probably like $100 worth of coins
Yeah.
that he's earned. And then also like his team's like probably worth
Stacked up.
Yeah, it stacks it up. But also what you do when you pull up a card, it tells you, oh, you're the first owner. So he's not bought in a single card on like the transfer market at all.
He's the first owner.
Transfer market is where you buy cards from other people. So he's not bought anyone. So everyone that's on his team
He's
is
the
first owner. So he's doing a Road to Glory where it's like a pure just first owner team.
How does he do that? He just
He
plays
just
a lot.
add it. He
or-
plays a lot. Dude, he's in squad battles. There's different competitions, but in squad battles he's like top 3% in the world,
Oh,
and then
man.
right under the top 10 or top 100. And then in Rivals, what they just introduced, where you're playing actual people. Squad battles you don't play. You play the computer.
Oh.
Rivals is like you play 4 games a day or something like that against people, and he's like right under like the top 10% of actual playing against actual people, which is insane.
It's fun. Like the whole concept of making your own team, it's fun. I never got into it.
Yeah, I didn't get into it my first FIFA 12, but after that, and then we just started playing. I was like, wow, this is actually a lot of fun. It's also my brother's fault.
Who do you have on your team? So
I
far?
have a La Liga team.
Okay.
I have like 2 lineups technically because I switch them out because when you play, you have to.
They get tired, right?
They get tired.
you gotta
So like
switch
this is,
'em
I'm
out.
gonna explain a game for you guys. But I have Koke, Diego Costa, who's on the right wing on Malcolm from Barca.
Barcelona.
Right behind them I have Sarabia. He's a Sevilla guy. And then I have William Carvalho and then Toni Kroos. And then the 2 center backs is Nacho Fernandez from Real Madrid. I just can't afford the other guys; they're just really expensive. And then Savic from Atleti, and then Carvajal and Hernandez from Atleti, the French
Yeah.
deal. And then the other lineup is
Who's your keeper?
Navas.
Navas.
I like Navas.
Is he still playing?
Oh yeah, fuck. Oh, I don't
With
think he's starting right now.
No,
I think he just lost his starting spot, but he's still solid.
with Madrid.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's really good. I don't know why they don't play him.
that's because of Thibaut Courtois.
Courtois. But
Uh,
he's choking too, man. The whole
yeah.
team's choking. But
yeah, that's true. And then I have Marco Asensio, dude from Villarreal. Oh no, Villarreal. Gerard Moreno, solid guy. And then I have something Martins from Atleti.
Martin's from
And then I have Isco, and then Vidal, and then Saul, and then the other. I just switch around, and then the third center back I have is he's Jimenez from Atleti, the Uruguayan.
basically all La Liga, huh?
Oh, it was a decent team. Because I pulled Salah, and I made 200K off of him,
Okay.
and I was like, I basically bought the whole team off of, and I still had extra coins after that. So I basically,
I was just playing.
yeah.
But that's the thing too. You need players. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You need to have those coins to buy a squad. It's not just one player can do
Mhm.
everything.
Yeah, there's like eventually when you play that game at the end, it's like playing Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, because everyone's different colors. Yeah, there's just bronze, silver, gold, and then
Yeah.
it's like this card's yellow and green. This one's purple and has sparkles on
Yeah, I
it.
never got it.
Dude, it's insane. It's another game in the game. Like you play FIFA and like that's the base game, but like Ultimate Team is like it's
It's different. I
it's
played it.
like you'll have like this big ass island that's FIFA, and then you have Ultimate Team. It's like even a bigger island.
Yeah.
But like yeah, I would recommend
How do
it.
you usually play? What's your formation?
4, 2, 1, 3. It's like straight out attack.
Okay.
I'm ready to like bring the lube, bro. Bring the lube.
That's cool. Do you ever play like
I play career mode a lot.
a lot? So you make your own character and
Oh, no, I do the coaching one. That's what I'm down with. I like playing like the smaller teams. Have you ever done like you play like the 5th division of the English league and bring them all the way?
one.
No, you bring them all the way up to the Premier League. I do like doing that stuff.
That's cool.
It takes a lot of work, but
I bet.
fun.
But you play the games, right? You don't just coach, or you.
oh, some of the games I'll play like certain games. I'll play like every 5, and then I'll simulate the rest of them because I feel like it's more like it feels like it's more real.
Like a coach.
Yeah.
That's cool. No, I never really. I've done the cure mode where you make your own
Player.
player and I play him.
Those ones are just a little bit more. You have to play like every game.
They're just longer. Yeah.
That's a lot of time. That's when you're like, this is a lot of time.
when I had more time, I would do it.
Yeah.
Now I just play seasons.
Mm-hmm. I would do. Ultimate Team is pretty decent, and you get a lot out of it, honestly.
Ultimate Team.
Yeah.
I tried.
Just do squad
I'll try
battles.
again.
Squad
I'll try it again
battles.
for you.
Try it for me. Yes.
But
I'll give you some tips too, and like just watch the Road to Glory stuff. Oh, actually, I mean, I don't know. He's a little bit more in depth than that stuff. There's like it's another level. Like for what I explained, I have to ask him questions on explaining stuff sometimes. It's insane.
It gets crazy. It's what I heard.
Yeah. Twitter is like the hub of like all information for that game.
For
It's
Ultimate Team?
insane. Yeah.
For sure. Well, back to soccer. Who's your favorite team?
Oh, United, obviously.
That's your your top favorite team?
Yeah, top. Yeah, it's like watch them every week.
Okay.
Or I try to watch them like at the fucking early game. I'm like, I'm sleeping,
That's the
bro.
thing about England.
Yeah.
The early games.
Well, this year's particularly is like every big game has been at 4:30 in the morning, a.m.
Well, I'm sorry, tomorrow.
It's at 8:30. Surprisingly, it's at 8:30. But usually the big games have been at that time. This year, I'm like,
and they don't open that early.
yeah, they don't open that early. Yeah.
One time I went with a buddy to watch the Clásico. It was at 4 in.
Yeah.
We showed up. There's nobody there.
Yeah.
I thought they would be open.
But then a Galaxy fan, just because they're the home team now, or they've been the home team.
Yeah.
And I got into soccer because of Landon Donovan.
Okay.
I'm a
You
big
ever played it?
What?
Soccer?
Not really. Pickup
No.
games. Like people are like, oh, dude, we're gonna do a pickup game. I'm like, yeah, I'll go.
No, I honestly play a lot. I play at work. During my lunch, I got buddies at work, and then I play with some other friends after work.
Oh, okay.
I play a lot. Like, you'd be surprised how much I can run.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised in myself because I played football, so like that was like my sport, but there's a lot of similarities from soccer and like
The football.
so just defensively when you tackle and stuff, the way your
Okay,
body's
you
supposed to
go
be.
with your body?
And I'm very physical too,
That's good.
and a lot of people are surprised on how fast I am. Like when I want to run, like
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh fuck, dude, get the fuck out of the way of this guy," and like I'm like
Stocky.
240, 250.
Stocky, man.
And then I run at a decent speed because I only know how to do that because in football we had a pool, so I'd have to go from one side of like where the linemen start to the other side basically.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to go like that.
Yeah, it'd be quick. I never played football. Another sport I don't really like.
It's a very it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
I was only doing it because I was doing it since I was
I
5.
played flag football, but
Yeah.
do you watch football at all?
No, I watch everything, dude. I watch baseball. I watch soccer. I watch NFL and college. I watch NASCAR.
Oh, nice.
I
We're making a
watch-
left turn.
No, there's a lot more to it, dude.
No, I'm sure there is, but
I think it's like the biggest sports that I really watch. I don't watch basketball. I don't watch golf. I don't watch tennis.
watch soccer a lot. I try to watch every Barcelona game. Another sport that I watch would be basketball.
Oh, okay.
I like the Lakers. When they're doing bad, I go for the Warriors.
I don't know. Basketball's just too boring for me, I guess.
That's how I feel about baseball.
Maybe because I don't understand basketball too much. I think that's what it is. But it's also
But it is kind of boring too.
it's kind of boring when like everyone's just like a super athlete, and I'm like, where's like the guy that's like working his ass off?
Yeah,
For me,
that's
you know what I
true.
mean?
Yeah, I see that.
For the NFL, that's what I look at. Like when I look at like Russell Wilson, he's not supposed to be playing in the NFL. Like Drew Brees is not supposed to be in the NFL. They shouldn't have made it because like how short they are.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, well, didn't he just beat some record?
Drew Brees, yeah, like a couple weeks ago or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like a I don't know. I'm always into sports,
I always liked sports growing up.
and that's my dad's fault. But
Yeah, all of it's because of my dad's fault. My dad actually played a lot of soccer when I was growing up, and he was surprised that I didn't get into it. He forced me to play it, and then I didn't like it. I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't like it at first. And like I said, my brother was born, and he just has this gift. It's weird. You can just see it when he plays. And we're going to his games. You fall in love with the sport, and
Yeah, your son plays, I'm guessing, too, right?
he doesn't play yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna sign him up this December to play.
Oh,
in
like
this-
organized, but he plays around, though.
Oh yeah, he plays
yeah.
with me. He goes play with me, and then I try to teach him every. Right now, I taught him how to stop the ball. I'll pass him the ball, and he stops it, steps on it, and then I taught him how to drag it back.
Okay.
He's only 3, so that's pretty cool.
You gotta learn how to. You gotta make him. You gotta teach him how to do first time passes.
Yeah,
That's important. That's actually like that's important. Like no, that's
That's
actually.
really important. That's
Oh, good.
yeah, because
Yeah.
when you have a defender coming at you and the ball's coming towards you, you got to get rid of it and make
Yeah.
sure you give it to your teammate.
Yeah. I don't know, cause like for me, if I ever have kids, like soccer's probably the sport that's probably gonna replace football. But if he wants, if he wants to play football, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, for me.
But then I have to. If you have to start him early. If you don't start him early, then
yeah, then they don't have the gift.
well, not
That's
that
what
they
you
have
say,
gift.
but-
No, they don't. They wouldn't know how to protect themselves when they get
Yeah.
older
At least for football or with.
for football.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
For me, I've taken a couple big hits, but the only reason why I haven't taken anything bigger is because I started when I was 5.
Okay, so you know how to
Protect
yourself.
myself. Yeah.
That's one thing I can never understand. Like football, it's
Like
it's
I've only
barbaric.
I've only had one out of playing since I started tackle when I was 7, and I stopped when I was 18,
in high school.
high school, and then I've only had one serious concussion. Or not serious. It wasn't even that serious.
Well, if
No
you
way.
play it right,
It was
it
was a mild concussion basically, and I played every position.
doggy.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, and I've only had one really bad one, and that was it. I've never had anything. I've gotten like my air knocked out of me because like I hit in the chest, but like
had
getting
that.
hit in the head like that. I've only had one, like serious one where I got up. I'm like, this something's wrong, and that was it.
Wow, that's good. Because like the whole story behind, not the story, but the whole.
Well, yeah, because like I said, like kids don't know what they're doing. That's what it really is. People don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to use their shoulders. That's what. That's all. I've used my shoulders like the whole time, basically.
Is
But-
that how you're supposed to tackle?
Well, yeah, but that's how you should hit. But if anything, if I the bad thing about that is like my shoulders are more fucked up than my head, which is a good trade off.
That's true. Yeah, you gotta have your brain intact and
Yeah,
your shoulders right.
yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy how. But like you said, there's a lot of similarities how you tackle in football as opposed to soccer.
footwork. Apparently I have really good footwork. Apparently,
And,
that's the only reason why I played. I was able to start in high school.
in football.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all footwork.
Is that
Everything
what
in
it is?
football is all footwork. It's not how fast you are.
That's
like-
true. It's positioning, but your feet gotta get low, right?
Well, it's not that. Just how fast can you get from here to here? That's it.
Really.
You just need that much space especially for a line. Because I played
You
O
play
line. That's how much space I need to create or be quicker than you. If I am,
You play
then
defensively or offensively?
offensively.
So you created the holes and all that.
I had to block like 6'6" guys and stuff. Yeah, some of them guys went to college too. It was like kind of sketchy. I was like, wow, man, I did that. But like they weren't like. That's another level though.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, but dude, like, yeah, that's all it is right there. That's all the time you need right there.
Just a second.
It's not even a second. It's less. I would say that's like a second's like
So
this.
How fast is it when the ball snaps? You gotta react.
Very fast, and you have to move your ass on some stuff. It depends.
So when you see those big guys on the line, they're faster than you think.
I would say the most athletic people are defensive ends and offensive linemen.
Then why are they so big?
Well, yeah, but like when you move that fast with that much weight on you,
It's hard to get through.
oh boy, get the fuck out of my. I've had to definitely block some 300+ pound Samoan guys.
Tough.
They're hard to move, but I've definitely gone against like guys that are just like monster. Like there's no like what did they feed him? Like that's all. Like well, that's the question.
Rice, man. Samoan.
Well, no, I mean Samoans, black guys, white guys. It doesn't matter. Like I've gone against like a bunch of races. So I'm like, how are you this fast? Like but like me, like they're just fast. I'm quick, and that's why I was like so good at it, I guess, or that's why I
You're
started.
just faster than.
No, quick. Fast is like acceleration. Quick is reaction.
Okay.
I guess I had better reflexes than them.
Than they did. It's the Cherokee in you.
I don't know about that. I
That's
think it's
what it is.
I think it's just good hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, that works.
I don't know. I can't hit a ball in baseball though. I play softball. I can barely hit those balls, and they're
Yeah.
tossing that.
You playing a team?
I'm good at fielding. I'm a solid fielder.
Every what?
Every Tuesday.
Where at?
Irvine. But we don't start until next week again.
For the college or just?
No.
Some
It's a organized thing,
Okay.
community thing. But yeah,
You can't.
I would do soccer if I was like organized like men's.
Well, I play I'm a 6v6
Okay.
in Costa Mesa, and the season ended. So if you really want to play,
Yeah, because my buddy, we've been like, I just need to get into like, I don't need to get in technical shit. I just need to get it conditioned. If I'm conditioned,
well, 6v6, so it's a lot of running.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, if I get conditioned for it, I'm good. I can run. I like for how big I am. Like
No,
I know how to like destroy my body.
yeah, because we always need players around the beginning of the season. So
Mhm.
I'll talk to our coach, so to say.
Yeah, I would be like a defender, but like
But I don't think they want to know that about you, right?
who?
The podcast.
Who?
We're organizing a team right here.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I would probably be like starting off. I would be a decent defender.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I started off too.
I know how to like get into like I like watching soccer. I know how to get into space and stuff from like watching it. This is a
Positioning?
long fucking podcast. Jesus, it's good. I like it. But yeah,
It's positioning, right?
positioning. Yeah, just noticing stuff. I'm like, oh wait, you just gotta do that. That's it. Fuck, people are stupid.
Yeah. You'd be surprised how easy the game is.
Yeah.
Soccer is one of the easiest sports in the world. You gotta just pass the ball and be in the right position.
FIFA. Yeah, FIFA. I've learned that a lot too.
FIFA too.
Oh my god, FIFA like is well, it's not too realistic, but there's a lot of things that are similar that
Yeah.
you can do.
I actually learned a lot playing FIFA.
Same thing for football. I wouldn't have been this good or would have been as knowledgeable if I didn't play like Madden or
Madden,
like
I
that.
used to play Madden too.
So, video games do a lot.
They do.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Just not Guitar Hero.
I played. Well, the reason I got a guitar was because of a Guitar Hero.
But I'm saying it doesn't translate well.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I play it now and it's nothing the same.
Yeah.
I used to play Rocksmith. You ever play Rocksmith?
I've heard of it.
That one was with the real guitar.
Yeah, but like
It was fun, but.
I didn't have a guitar at the time, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
For sure.
All right. I think that's it, right, man?
Yeah, I think so, man.
That's
We
been
talked about a
awesome.
lot, and
Yeah.
I think both of us are a little tired.
No, I'm going to a show after
Can
this.
you hear
so
me? I think my
I'm
voice
good.
has changed from the beginning of the podcast to now.
Yeah, but it's good, dude.
pretty
That
tired.
was the point of this. It's not just to not talk.
Yeah, we talked a lot, and
Yeah.
it was fun.
Good
I enjoyed
vibes.
it. I enjoyed it.
We're able to chit chat.
So if you want to be on this podcast, hit him up. He's the man.
Yes. Let's outro this. If you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen, give us that big old heart button on the SoundCloud. Hit that share button as well, or the repost. Share this with someone that you think would enjoy it. If you don't know, this will come out on Mondays. I don't know. I might push this back to next Monday,
It's fun.
just because I did too.
Yeah, that's
But
fine. Go
regardless, the audio version will come out Monday. It will come out on SoundCloud and Google Play and iTunes or Apple Podcasts.
You're on Apple now?
Yeah, we've been on Apple.
Okay. Cool.
And then eventually Spotify. Just type in College Avenue. That should be like or not Avenue. It should be College AVE, and then that's all you need. That Avenue for like the abbreviation or whatever you want to call it, the shortened version. And then the video version will come out Wednesday, and that'll be on YouTube on College Avenue as well. Same thing. Type College and then AVE, and that will be posted on there. If you're on that version, please like the video and please share it and enjoy it. Leave a comment down below, please. Give me some feedback. Tell me how bad I'm doing.
You did good. I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it.
Other than that,
Thanks for the water.
you're welcome. I've been the host. I'm very happy that you've come and done this, sir. Thank you
for
very
having
much. We'll hopefully have you maybe again.
Yeah, I'm
in the
down to come
future.
back. Maybe we can do.
when
Maybe,
you-
maybe I can be on that side.
No. Well, maybe we can do an EP release or something like that when you
Yeah,
release a song or
I'm
something
down,
like that. Maybe
man.
we do that. But yeah,
Or have Juan in
Uh,
here too.
I only do one person.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm gonna have one eventually here.
Yeah, he needs to come in.
Yeah.
He'll
But,
talk about a lot of stuff. So
Yeah, for sure. I've been joined by Charlie Flores. Thank you for joining me. And we'll see you guys in the next edition of the Above Ground Music and Radio Podcast. But for now, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
bye.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Of course.
Sick.